It is the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, March 28th, 2024, and we are coming to you live. How's everybody doing today?
Good.
Carmen, how was the birthday celebration?
It was good.
Oh, that didn't sound like you were impressed with whatever Chad did.
No, it was delicious. We went out to eat. We got food. We came home. We had sex, drank wine, went to bed.
Right.
Yeah, it was great.
Sex after food.
Wine after sex.
Yeah.
Question.
What?
Where did you go for dinner?
We went to...
Can I tell you why?
Why?
You dressed up and you looked very nice.
Thank you.
So did Chad.
Yes, thank you.
But yet the restaurant that you took the picture in,
Yeah.
it looked like they had like booths.
Yeah. It was like we didn't go to anything special. That is a dress that I bought for the cruise.
You're trying it out, giving it a test run.
Giving it a test. It's just nice and it looks good. And then, of course, he knew that we were going to take pictures. So he was like, I'm not going to look like a slob compared to you. But we didn't go to anything fancy. No.
She said remember yesterday she was saying she went there because it's supposed to be really good food.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
necessarily a,
And that's all-
luxurious place.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm not going out to eat because it's pricey and it's expensive.
You'd rather
I
have good
want
food, yeah.
Right. I'll go to Olive Garden before I go to a.
Well, don't say it like that. Like
Yeah,
Olive Garden's
it's-
good and fancy.
It's not
I
pricey,
know.
but it's delicious.
But what I'm saying is like Rocco or whatever the.
Roca, and don't dare diss Roca.
But I'm just saying like that's probably delicious food and it's very expensive and it has a Michelin star. But if their food was crap, I'd rather go to Olive Garden over that just because it's expensive.
Sure,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was kind of like this restaurant. It was close to our house. Every single Uber driver I've ever had has always said that place is amazing.
That's almost as good as a Michelin star, an Uber driver suggestion.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So and
Well,
we've
they have
never
tires, Michelin tires.
It's related.
and we've never been, and it's very close to our house. So we were like, let's go there, and it was Peruvian Chinese fusion.
Wow.
Yeah, delicious.
I never.
What did you get? Pierogies and fried rice?
No. So it's called Pisco.
Pisco?
What did you
I
say?
think-
What'd you call me?
No, Tampa. Yeah, it's called Pisco. Pisco restaurant. Pisco. I don't know.
I imagine
Pisco.
that means some sort of fish in somewhere.
Right. I
Okay.
don't. Probably in Peruvian language in Peru.
Nailed it.
So yeah, we went there and we had dinner and it was delicious.
And
And
did it meet up to the hype?
it was very good. It was absolutely delicious. I would not want you to go there, Mike, because you're just gonna dog it.
Why? I love good food.
You love good food, but you'd go in there and you're like, I'm not eating here. Ugh.
Yeah, those booths did not look like it was.
Yeah, exactly.
They
But
had
again,
plastic red booths.
like I said, it
Like
was.
they bought them at an auction when the McDonald's closed down.
But like I said, the food was delicious. Staff was awesome. And it was, everyone in there was
What
liked
did you
the
eat?
food.
What did you have?
So
By
we-
the way, real quick, Pisco is a city in Peru.
Oh, see?
It's also a white brandy made from muscat grapes.
Oh. It's also what I say when I'm drunk. I got a Pisco. I got a Pisco.
So we got the calamari, and that was delicious. And it came with this pickled red onion and tomato salad, and then this green sauce. It was fantastic and some yuca fries. That was the appetizer.
I'm not mad at this.
And then Chad got some sort of like fettuccine Alfredo with a side of like sweet and sour steak. Like that was the fusion. So it was
It was weird.
it was like Chinese. It was Chinese steak with Italian or I guess Peruvian fettuccine.
That sounds like it would make my teeth hurt. You know what I mean?
And
Like,
right. Because the steak was kind of like sweet, and the fettuccine it wasn't like Italian fettuccine Alfredo, but you could see like where it was mimicking it.
So I used to work for a restaurant. They'd have a special. Let's just make this up. Say special today is grilled meatballs. And they'd have grilled meatballs, and when whatever was left of the grilled meatballs, they would mix it with spaghetti and be like, "Today's special spaghetti and meatballs." That's not like they did with you. They had like leftover sweet and sour sauce
they're like,
and steak.
They're like, the steaks are really dry. They're like a week past, and they're like, yeah, put some sweet and sour sauce.
Yeah.
Right. That's what it sounds like. But this was a dish on their menu, and it was delicious. And then I got the steak with French fries and rice. And then I asked for extra green sauce and that onion salad. I'm telling you, I could just eat that onion pickle relish salad. I just was eating it.
Yeah.
It was delicious.
Well, good. Glad you had a good time.
Yep. It was
Happy
good.
birthday.
Thank you.
Look at this poor lady, Kelly. What is her name? Conan? I can't see it.
Cowan?
Cowan?
C-O-W-N.
She is doing reporting for Fox 13, and she's there for opening day at the Rays and Jays at 6:06 in the morning.
Yeah.
Like, I totally relate to what this woman. I worked for sports radio. We'd have to do Buccaneers training camp live from the training camp, and we'd be out there from 5:30 till we wouldn't see another human being till 9 o'clock. So we'd be sitting in the dark, fighting off bugs the size of spaceships, and it was ridiculous. And you could hear the echo because there's nobody there. I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, but the Rays do start early today. They play at 4:10. So
Okay.
I mean, I just feel bad for this poor woman. She's standing out there in the. I don't even know what's like. They don't even have a shot of the stadium behind her. It's just grass and cars going by. Anyway, good morning. How's everybody? We having a good day today? Today is our last day of the week, which Galvin sprung on us after the show yesterday. Hey, let's do 6 and 9 tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I was done. I sent out a text that said done, and Galvin said liar, and I said you're right.
yeah, nobody
I
believes
got
it.
most of them. Most of them done.
I do not have any of them done.
Any of them?
No.
Oh, that's no effort.
Yeah.
No effort from your.
Stop.
I'll be ready. Ready.
Well,
I have some of them done.
I
and
only need one, and I want to touch up another one.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to touch mine up so good. I got facts coming your way, baby.
All right.
We should have some sort of penalty for facts.
Nah, that shouldn't be any penalty for
Not
facts.
today. Not today because of you. I'm just saying, like,
What's
Carmen.
the penalty when you're not funny? Nothing,
Shame.
right?
Yeah, shame and embarrassment.
Yeah. So again,
Yeah, but if there's a story about oranges and you're like, and oranges come from Florida, that's a fact. That's not a
Right,
joke. You should
right.
get zapped for that.
But like, so for instance, when Carmen gives a fact, she often does a fun sounder at the end
Right.
of her fact.
You're
I feel
welcome.
like that. Yeah, I feel like that's allowed.
If
Yeah.
that can break somebody, then
It
you
is
don't
funny.
get zapped.
Yeah.
All right, Carmen, I'll laugh at every one of your sound.
thank
effects.
you. Spanish, I got you. Your
Thank
facts
you.
are hilarious.
Thank
Yep,
you.
you guys canceled each other out.
Nope.
You don't count, and
Nope.
now you both get zapped.
No,
I'm not
never.
getting zapped.
No,
No.
never.
Carmen can never get zapped. She is
Oh, I didn't say kettle prodded or tased. I
Oh,
said
you're zapped. Okay.
Zapped something.
Zapped by what?
Wait till you find out what I call
Yeah.
zapped.
No, I don't like that.
You'll find
Dizzy,
out on the cruise.
Are you ready for 6 and 9?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna go, and that's the news.
You'll get zapped.
I feel like you're not taking this serious.
Dizzy, are you high?
On life.
I just looked at your eyes and I couldn't see anything behind it. I was like, oh, yeah.
Look like a brown Asian man right now.
Yeah. We call you Pisco.
Let's go.
I heard Roger and JP are mad that you are here.
Probably. I would imagine I'm gonna get some grief when I get back.
I didn't know you can only do one or the other.
Yeah, hours, and they're gonna be like, you picked Mike Calta, huh?
Yeah, I didn't mean to interfere in that, but I'm glad to have you here. But I don't know what is the what do they need for? What are you screening phone calls?
Yeah, screening phone calls, which is, that's not hard.
No. Who runs the board?
Monica.
So can't you just put them on hold?
No, they need them screened.
Why?
I've done their show before. I don't know, but that's like
That's
you know
old
how
school. That's
Well,
old school radio.
right, and you know how like I just put them on hold for us. They need to know the name, what they're calling about. They don't like repeat answers. Like when we play a game, like their dead guy on the envelope or whatever.
Yeah.
They hate when someone like they don't want to repeat guess. Basically,
Oh, they
Yeah.
get it though. I've heard. I mean, I've listened. They
Yeah, they do get it.
they
But
do get
also-
it, but they don't like it, and they'll get it a lot more. So, and that like drives. When I had to do the phones for them, that drove like JP nuts.
This makes me crazy.
It's ridiculous. Dizzy went to Calta Show. Calta's got 19 guys on the show.
Plus, they want to be able to go 1025 the bone. Let's go do Wheezy Jeff on line 3.
they love nicknames, man.
And the guy answers and he goes, "Hey guys, it's Wheezy Jeff."
You know what bugs me is everybody's like, there's 6 people that work on your show and blah blah blah. And I'm like, every show, Roger and JP have Roger, JP, Brett, Monica, and Dizzy. That's 5. Okay. Then Drew is Drew and John, but it used to be Drew, John, Nikki,
SBK.
SBK, like they had like 19 people on
Gio,
that show.
Seth.
Yeah, exactly. They just dwindled down to 2. And is that just the 2 of them in the room together?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, those guys love each other. And then even all the other shows always had like at least 5 guys on it. So we have one more guy. We're one more guy better than the rest of the shows.
I agree. I think it's too many. I think it's too many.
Who would you get rid of?
Stand to lose a few.
Oh man, Spanish. What was your spiritual journey yesterday?
Oh, what do you mean?
I don't know. I just
did some meditating. You know, hung out.
I just wait for you one day to be like, oh no, today I went to the temple and prayed to the sun god.
Nah, you don't need to go to the temple for that. You just need to go outside, enjoy the full moon, enjoy the sun.
Yeah, I'm not saying you have to do it. I'm just wondering what
No, I'm not a
weird
temple
thing
guy.
you're going to do next.
Yeah, no, not a temple. Hammock guy.
Yeah, temple would be weird.
Yeah. So,
I still can't believe you're wearing those beads.
yeah, I love these beads. They help.
Why do you love them?
Because I love them.
Do you love them because they bug us so much?
No, it's incredibly frustrating.
Do people ask you about them everywhere you go?
No, you guys are the only ones.
You know they're thinking it.
No, everybody else loves them.
No, they don't love them.
100%. Ian Beckel started wearing some.
All right, well, that guy is, boy, I mean, he can come in here with a spatula around his neck and be like, what's up, dog? I'm cool.
I'll start somewhere.
Yeah, no, I don't know what that means.
Yeah. So I like them, yeah.
I wish we were in prison so I could hang you by them.
They're not strong enough.
I'll hang you by your feet and just choke you with the beads.
That's fine. Yeah. I accept.
I don't know, just for some reason, I don't know. It looks like you went on a class trip to the aquarium and bought a whale's tooth.
Yeah.
Like, Mom, they got the money you gave me for lunch. I bought this whale's tooth necklace
They're
instead.
vertebrae.
I don't like it.
You look like a 10-year-old Filipino kid that just got his first paycheck.
Hell yeah.
How much were they?
I don't know, like $20.
Okay. I just want to know when I rip them off your chest what it's going to cost me to get you to it.
No, don't do that.
I can't.
Yeah, you can.
I
You can control
cannot
yourself.
promise you that I won't.
You can. I believe in you.
No, it's not control. It's a desire to do it so badly.
Why? Why do you want to destroy every new piece of me that I'm building?
Because I don't like new you.
Yeah, I know you.
New
don't.
you
I'm
is
sorry.
terrible.
No, this is it.
Old you, old you, not last week you, last year you. Maybe not last year. 2 years ago you. Better than new you.
Yeah, no, it's all gone now.
He's saying you're getting worse.
That's fine. I get it.
Although I did see after the show yesterday, Joe.
Yes,
there
Michael?
were some shots were taken.
Yes, Dizzy and I were celebrating National Whiskey Day.
Yeah.
I saw that. Those were some big ass shots.
I know.
I noticed you were celebrating with Mike's whiskey.
It's okay. We have a bar. in here. Yeah, I was, and I thought the Spanish. You didn't have any whiskey.
No.
Oh, you're driving. Okay, very responsible of you. I appreciate that. Good for the beats.
Yeah.
But you are drinking again Spanish?
Yeah, every once in a while.
Yeah, here it goes.
Every once in a while. It's only been a week.
No, I had to learn balance and responsibility, so you can't do that by cutting off something.
Dizzy laughing at you.
Yeah.
Who is balancing you? You got a yogi? You got a Miyagi?
No. It's all me, man.
What happened at the opium den yesterday?
Hung out with Ian. He showed us his new place.
New place?
Yeah. His place in the retirement community.
Oh, where he lives.
Yeah.
You should have
So
seen
we
all the people that were looking at us when we were driving by. They're like, there goes
Oh,
the
they brought a
neighborhood.
brown one,
Yeah.
a browner one, and a wizard.
Yeah.
There goes the neighborhood.
And we were in a golf cart, and all of us may have been a little stoned, and we forgot that we're not in a normal car, so people can hear us as we're talking about them driving by.
Oh, poor Ian's gonna get kicked out. First of all, he's black.
Yeah.
He's big.
Yeah.
And he looks young, so they're like,
Yeah.
no way he's over
The neighbors
age.
look intimidated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were a couple in there, though, that were pretty good looking, that were older.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
I would love to live in an older community just because that's the one group of people that I hate are kids,
Yeah.
teenagers. Teenagers.
Maybe Sweet and Low moves in there.
I forgot about Sweet Low. Yeah. So, how did you finish your book?
No, I'm still working on it.
That's a book. It's a pamphlet.
What, do you want me to finish it? Like,
I'm
post
just
haste?
Wonder why it's taking you so long.
Because I was hanging out with these guys yesterday.
Oh, don't blame us.
Well, I didn't have time to read it, you know what I mean?
Dizzy, what's the worst thing Spanish said about us yesterday?
Oh, he didn't say nothing about you guys.
Man,
you guys are
all
off
we
his
do is
line,
talk
yeah.
crap about you guys when you're not around. I don't know how you guys don't do that about us.
Yeah, we're good people.
I mean, he calls you guys white devils.
What?
He calls you guys white devils. That's about it.
Yeah.
All right. That's normal, though.
Yeah.
All of us.
Yeah.
That's a group effort.
I'm excited for this weekend because we got an extra day tomorrow.
Yeah.
Mike Olivero will be live in the morning, and it's Easter weekend. It's spring break for my daughter, and I don't know, my son, I don't think he goes to school anymore. I'm not really sure what's happening. I get off the show and he's in the bathroom and I go, why don't you have school? What is going on? I don't. He's like, I'm missing ceramics. Why is that a class in your senior year?
You got to
high
have
school?
some art. You know, they need the art credits to go.
The worst
move
is
forward.
he's doing great in school,
Yeah.
except ceramics.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Well, how is that
'Cause he
possible?
doesn't
How do you
go.
fail
Yeah, if you don't
ceramics?
go, you
Yeah.
can't.
How's it go? Because he made a square ashtray that's the shape of a rhombus. He's not very good with his hands.
So what is ceramics? This because I had pottery in high school with like a kiln and all that, but they didn't call it ceramics. Is that basically what it is?
I don't know. He's not making. Well, he did make a vase, and the vase looked like it could be on the floor at Pisco. It did not look good. Like as a father, you're supposed to love whatever your kids make.
Yeah.
I question whether or not he's retarded. Yeah.
Wait.
So I don't. Yeah. I was like, come on, Joe. This is the easy A class.
Oh my
and
God.
you know, I don't know. I don't know what that
man.
kid's doing. He better
Yeah.
be a rap star.
He'll get it together. Yeah.
Dizzy, I want you to hear his rap.
I heard a sample of it. I said it sounded like a lot of the artists out now, which is hot.
I said to him, I go, Joey, this is awful. And it's as awful as the rest of the stuff you listen to. So I think it's good. What do I know?
I think he has something.
He's my Chet Hanks.
Yes.
What's that kid's
Yes.
name?
Chet Hanks.
What's
Chet
his,
Hanks,
what's
yeah.
his rap name?
Hot Boy Summer.
Hot Boy
Oh,
Summer.
No,
Chet
that was
Hanks.
his rap. White Boy
White Boy
Summer.
Summer.
White Boy Summer. Yeah.
Yeah, Chet.
He's
That's
my
so
he's my
funny.
favorite.
He's my Chet Hanks. Oh well.
Yeah.
I got one kid who's a white rapper and another kid who's destined to be a serial killer. We did something right, Ma. We
Yeah.
did something right.
Damn right.
727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025 if you guys want to give us early calls. I decided yesterday, I listen to other radio shows, like on this station and other stations. We don't take enough phone calls.
That's good.
No, I know. That's the thing.
It is.
I think it's your fault. I think you turned me off the phone calls.
Yeah, because they're awful.
Yeah, but Carmen, in order to get to the diamond, you got to go through the coal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Go for
You
it.
got to dig through the dirt to get to the good ones.
Huh?
Yeah.
If that's what you think.
I don't necessarily think that. I'm just hoping. It's wishful thinking.
Yeah, well, keep wishing, guy, because the diamond is not there.
So anyway, I was talking about this weekend because Saturday morning I'm going to go fishing. If anybody wants to come fishing,
I would love to. I'm going to be out of town.
where are you going?
I'm going home to see family for Easter.
Oh man, this is where this is not going to be good.
Why?
Michael, I decided it's time to be home with my family.
No.
The people who raised me and made me and
No.
give me the proper love that I need.
No, they're very stressful.
Dude, I can't wait till your mom sees those stupid beads.
Oh, she loves
She
the
may
beads.
snap them right off your chest.
She loves the
She's
beads.
no way she
She
loves you.
definitely loves the
First of all, we
beads.
learned some things about your mom. She doesn't like you.
Oh, well, that is not new.
Yeah, and the beads.
She likes the beads. Yeah.
She hasn't
She even
seen
likes
them.
the feather tattoos. She has seen. I've FaceTimed with her.
Oh, brother.
Yeah, recently.
She hasn't seen him in person. though.
No, not in person. No.
She likes
I mean,
them.
she must like the beads. His dad likes the beads.
All right.
6 and 9, 6 and 9.
Carmen.
Zing,
That was great. That was great.
You're welcome.
She's like, just another
Yeah.
set of beads I have to yank.
Yeah. But it's not beads, it's plugs that my dad's into.
You don't
Oh!
know. You don't
Yeah,
know.
right.
You don't
Yeah,
know.
right.
They
Or maybe
move
other
up.
stuff, Yeah.
Hey, move on. What does that mean?
Yeah, some
Glad
kind
you
of
know.
technology.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Got it.
Is your mom's 3D printing stuff to put in your dad?
They do not have a 3D printer.
Oh, they bet you they do. Do you know we have one?
Do you really?
Yeah. Yesterday we had our closets built out in the house, and Amanda's like, "Can you help me put these boxes back?" And I picked one up. I go, "Jesus, what is this?" She goes, "That's the 3D printer." I go, "One, we have a 3D printer, and two, why am I putting it back in this top shelf in a closet? Why aren't we using it?" I don't know why.
Oh,
Yeah,
we
because
gotta-
I bet you bought it, forgot about it, and then she just had to put it away.
That's a likely scenario in this house.
Yeah.
However, that's not the case. I did not buy it. I know it. I think she bought it
You
for
bought
my
it-
daughter.
No, you bought it whenever you were going to do the 3D meat diet. Remember?
Yeah.
Oh, I made myself a plastic shrimp. It was delicious. What did we eat? Oh, we ate.
What?
No.
McDonald's?
I was going to talk about the disgusting food we had for dinner last night, but I don't want to smash a restaurant, so it wasn't their fault. It just wasn't good.
What was it though?
Italian food.
Yeah.
It's just what. No, I got to go back there Sunday.
It's hard to mess that up.
You have to go back there Sunday.
We're going there Sunday for Easter for brunch with the Jews, and I don't want to talk bad about them and then have to be like, "Oh, how you doing?" That happens to me a lot, and I see people and I go, "Hey, how are you?" And they go, "Ooh," and they walk away, and I go, "What?" And somebody will lean and go, "That's the guy you call the jerk off on the air." And I go, "I forget that people listen." So I gotta be more conscious of that.
Oh, my
See,
God.
Spanish, I don't have beats, and I'm already trying to make myself
see,
the better
you're on
person.
it, man. You're on it. Yeah. If you ever want to meditate, the beads are very helpful.
I think you need to tell people because people listen and they go, "Oh yeah, I'm not going to go there." Mike Calta said that was terrible.
Right.
You know,
I don't want to be irresponsible.
That's you have to do that if you're going to say one place is good. You have to say whenever places are bad. Otherwise, you're just a guy that says, "Oh, everything's great." No,
But
no,
it
don't believe it.
depends on why they're bad. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you could have just a bad day. You
Right.
could have like a server could make your experience bad, but they could just be having a bad day. That doesn't mean the place.
Also,
is bad.
sometimes I could just be having a bad day, and I'd be like, "It's fine, food. I'm just being a dick."
Have you been there before?
No.
That was the first time.
Yeah.
and it was
but
bad
it was
food?
It was takeout.
Yeah.
So it may not
Uber-
travel
it was
well.
exactly. That's why I'm saying I got nothing bad to say.
Well, was the food bad, or was it just kind of cold, or was it late, or what was the problem
it
with it?
just tastes like we could have made it here.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It was like
Yeah.
nothing.
nothing special.
No. So that's why I can't bash him. It just wasn't great.
May I ask what you ordered specifically?
No. Gnocchi.
It's your fault.
What is
That's
your
a-
opinion on the? Is it Brio, the Italian place in International Mall?
Yes.
What's your opinion on that?
Galvin, it's been years since I've eaten there, like several years.
It's good.
Yeah, I don't have anything bad.
It was
to say.
surprisingly good for a place in the mall. You know what I mean? But
That whole strip is good restaurants.
right. Yeah, it's good restaurants. They just happen to be in that mall. But
yeah,
it was good.
I haven't eaten there in little years, but I would remember if I thought it was bad.
I ate there a while back, and I was like, "Man, this is really good." And then wound up getting Uber Eats, got that delivered, and I was like, "Yeah, still good."
I'm pretty much a master of that whole road. Cheesecake Factory,
Yeah.
Bar Louie, Rocco's Tacos,
Right.
the sushi place over there. I've eaten at all those places.
Rocco's Tacos is so
There's
good.
one place across from Bar Louie that I don't know the name of. That's pretty good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been there. I've been there a lot. You guys don't know. Joe knows. When we only had West Shore Mall.
Oh yeah.
Nothing else, man.
sounds so
West Shore
miserable.
Mall. And then they built this monstrous mall a mile away from West Shore Mall. And I'm like, well, that's not going to work. And sure enough, all those stores, though, I said that were never going to last in the International Mall or close. I'm like, that Sony store is never going to make it. You're not selling enough big screen TVs to keep that store open. And I bought one from there. There was a Bang & Olufsen store there. There was all these high-end places. And I'm like, there's no way they're going to last here. And they didn't.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. So, so you're going home. So,
Yeah.
I'm going
my
fishing.
family. Yeah.
I'm going
I
out
would
on the
love
open,
to go
the
fishing.
open seas.
Yeah. Oh, you're going to some deep sea fishing?
No.
Oh,
I don't know. It's all deep
He's
sea.
not
Yeah.
going fishing.
Oh, no, I do. Carmen, that's my routine.
that's a good routine.
I got a good routine. Like when I stay at the beach house, I get up early and I go fishing by myself.
Yeah. I'm going to be seeing the sunrise on the beach in Fort Lauderdale, so I'm pretty excited.
Oh, my God.
Tons of
Bringing
hammock
the
space
hammock?
out there. Yeah,
I
dog.
hope you get stabbed.
Yeah, nah.
What? Wait.
Yeah.
I hope you get stuck in the hammock.
No, I'm good with the hammock now.
Do you get in the hammock and close it, and every night I feel like you go, this is my cocoon, and I am but a moth. And when I come out, I will be a new butterfly, a new person.
Yeah.
I'm protected in here. Nothing's
Yeah.
gonna hurt me.
That's hilarious, but no. I don't cocoon myself.
Hello,
I actually
world.
lay my legs off the side so I could see and get a breeze.
You ever
Wow.
take your dong out
Sometimes,
Yeah.
Sometimes I
Or
just-
straddling.
on the pier?
Not on the
check
pier.
this out.
Not the pier.
Here's one of the sights you can see on the pier.
No,
No.
not the pier. No, I don't
No
have the
barnacles on
confidence.
this.
I should though. I should. Yeah. No.
Joe, how's Sugar Pants' mom?
Good. She did hear us talking about it.
She
yesterday.
did?
Ah, she does listen. She does listen.
Yeah.
How do you know about that? What did you hear?
Yeah, because she happened to be in the car, and she was in the car with Christy on the way to work, and she turned the radio on. And we happened to be talking about sweet and low pants.
By the way, I love that we have to justify all this stuff. She happened to be in the car with her daughter, happened to turn on the radio.
Yeah.
And say, just say she listens.
We're the number
she
one
listens.
show.
Yeah,
All right.
Just that's it. I mean, come
Right.
on.
Well, she was listening.
Yeah,
Popular
exactly.
among the old crowd. too.
Yeah.
Like Mike was saying the other day, so, somebody texted me that you were listening. Just
Well, that's what she said.
It was on Saturday. I was on Will's show,
Yeah.
and I had another morning radio personality text me that heard it, but they didn't say I was listening. They said somebody heard you yelling on the radio and text me, "What's Calta yelling about?" So I switched over. Just say you were listening. What's the difference?
It's all right.
I listen to all different stuff when I'm in the car. if I'm in the car in Carline, I listen to Drew and John, and then if they go to commercial, or if they're talking about something I don't like, or I get bored or whatever, I go and listen to something else, and I just flip around and listen to everything.
I listened to about 10 seconds of dead air on Magic the other day.
Really?
Yeah, where you turn it up and you lean in and you're like,
someone's in trouble. Yeah. Do you call anybody?
no, it was about 10 seconds and then it went.
Okay,
And I
okay.
was like, all right, that was just something. Somebody set the ox mark wrong or whatever.
Yeah. Nobody ever has the balls to say, I was listening to your show the other day. Never. I don't know. All right. Let's get this show moving this morning. The phone numbers, if you want to call in, because we are going to play Sporcle, 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025. When we come back, Carmen will tell us what we have to give away. We should give away a couple of prizes today, Carmen, right? Because some of them time out. Don't we have like Rays tickets and stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do.
Do you know what job we do?
Yeah.
Do you know what you signed up for?
Yeah, and I answered your question. You asked
you
the
think you
question and I answered.
You think you answered in an appropriate way for a broadcasted radio show?
Yeah, I
Okay.
do.
Then you're not good at your job.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Let's take a break. It's the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Got Easter weekend this weekend. If you're looking for something to do, perhaps we can help you out. Carmen, what are we giving away today?
We have tickets for Stone Temple Pilots, Santana vs. Counting Crows, XFC 50, Rays vs. Giants, and Busch Gardens.
When is that and where is that, Stone Temple Pilots?
Stone Temple Pilots is at the AMP, but it's not till August 28th.
And it's Stone Temple Pilots with live. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have hiccups.
Oh no.
We can tell.
Yeah. I like Stone Temple Pilots. I like this new singer, and I wouldn't mind going to see them and just squint my eyes a little bit.
Right,
And it's
right.
1998.
You still get to hear the songs at least. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, all right, let's do it right now with a little bit of Sporcle. Here we go. Carmen is the keeper of Sporcle. Pap is your judge and scorekeeper. Dizzy filling in for Gio. Carmen, what are we playing today?
Today we're going to play movies 2004. So can you finish these or name the missing word from these movies that came out 20 years ago?
Is Galvin
2004.
2 in a row today?
Yes, he's going for 3 in a row today.
Yeah, that's right.
Sorry, I confused myself.
Just another way of saying what I said.
Yep.
What are we doing? Missing word from movie titles?
Yes, correct. From 2004.
All right.
The first one, Sky and the World of Tomorrow.
Captain.
Spanish. Starsky and
Hutch.
Galvin. Around the
World.
in 80 Days. Yes, Galvin. The Legend of Ron Burgundy.
Anchorman.
Anchorman is correct, Pep.
Galvin.
Spanish.
It was me. And you're
Galvin
not
gets the
judge.
point.
I have integrity.
I have integrity, and that was 100% me.
Okay, Spanish.
Yep. Put your sleeves back.
Your next one, The Polar
Bear.
Express.
Express. Spanish.
I want to see that movie.
The Butterfly.
Effects.
Dizzy.
I heard it.
Confirmed.
The of the Christ.
Legend.
Spanish.
I can't remember anything.
Alien Verse.
Predator.
Yes. I think that was Spanish, but Pep.
Spanish.
Spanish gets the point. And Pep, we're halfway there.
I heard Dizzy.
Michael is not on the board. He has 0 points. Dizzy with 1 point. Galvin with 3, and Spanish is your leader right now. He's winning with 4.
Congratulations.
Here we
Nope.
go.
All right. 2004 missing movie titles. Here we go. Oh, sorry. With the Cranks.
Christmas.
Galvin. Rwanda.
Hotel.
Yes. That's hard to say without the first part. Spanish. The of the Opera.
Phantom.
Spanish. Harry Potter and the
Sorcerer. Stone.
of Azkaban. Dizzy. The Day After.
Tomorrow.
Pep.
Dizzy.
Oh,
Dizzy has the point.
100%
The worst.
All right.
Dizzy gets the point. Friday Night.
Lights.
Spanish. And Pep.
oh
we're
my
lost 30.
God.
Michael is still not on the board. Dizzy has 3 points. Galvin with 4, and
Should have
Spanish
5.
is your leader. He's winning with 7.
All right. Missing movie titles from 2004. Last 3. Here we go. Size Me.
Super.
Spanish. The Girl Door.
Next.
Spanish.
I have not answered one.
No.
This is my
We
last
noticed.
chance.
And your last one. Along came.
Spidey.
Spidey.
What?
Gave Spidey.
A spider, I said. A spider.
That is not correct. I think I heard the correct answer, which was Polly.
Yeah, it was me.
Spanish.
Spanish gets the point.
Oh, damn it.
Your final score: Michael blanked. Dizzy with 3, Galvin with 4, and Spanish is your triumphant champion today. He won with 10.
Check out my breaking beats.
Don't you have to sit crisscross applesauce on the desk now?
No, that's
Yeah.
a couple in a row or something, isn't it?
You got blanked.
Yeah.
It's never happened before.
Yeah, it has.
No?
Yes.
Name the date.
Because you said it didn't happen last time it happened.
No, but then I came back and I
No.
scored. Yes.
No.
My memory is better than everybody.
You're out of your mind.
I have a solid
you barely
memory.
remember your own name.
Never.
You look at the
Listen to
date
me.
and say it wrong.
I am Steve, and I am fine.
I am Steve. It's 2026, and I'm totally fine.
Totally fine. It's never happened. What are the year-to-date totals?
The year-to-date totals, Dizzy right now is in last with 0 wins for the year. Gio is in 5th place with 4 wins for the year. I am in, 4th place with 4 wins for the year. I'm in 3rd with 5 wins for the year. Galvin has 22 wins for the year, and Michael, you are leading by 7 with 29 wins for the year.
All right. I like it. I'll take it. Gio's averaging 1 a month.
Yep, 100%.
I could catch that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could have caught it this week. All right, Spanish, pick 2 lines.
Okay, 3 and 6.
3 is this one. Good morning. Who's this?
This is Ed.
Hi, Ed. How you doing?
Good. How you doing, Mike?
What do you do for a living, Ed? You on your way to work?
I'm a facility manager at 2 manufacturing plants.
That's a real job. I don't even know what it means. It's a real job. Well, Ed, you're a winner. Hold on a second, and Carmen will grab you here in the break. Hold on, buddy. And 6, you said. Good morning. Who's this?
Rick.
Rick. What do you do, Rick?
I am a framer and drywall foreman.
Yeah, another job I can too.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Rick. You're the other winner. Hold on for a second, okay, buddy?
Yep, thanks.
I'd imagine we're number 1 with framers and drywallers.
Probably,
Totally, yeah.
I bet you if we could get every framer and drywaller that listened to the show to build one wall, we could build a whole house. Like for them, they're like, I could build a wall in 15 minutes.
I thought you meant we could build the wall.
Yeah.
Like they could do the
That's
whole
true,
thing.
yeah. Honestly, if I said, Rick, can you come over here? How quick can you put together a wall for a house? And he's like, I could frame it and drywall it out in 2 hours. I'm like, all right. And then each guy's like, I bet I could beat Rick's time. Next thing you know, we had them build a whole house for us.
Yeah.
Oh, man, a mansion.
That should be the challenge. Who can do it the fastest, and then we just get a free house.
Yeah. Well, behind this wall,
Yeah.
I've got a lot of space.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I go straight to the woods. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Okay,
So
I thought you meant there was another wall back.
No. I'm saying
That's the end of the.
we
thing.
could connect. We can move the studio back. You know, we can make this a lot bigger if we wanted to for no reason, unnecessary.
I don't know whether we need to do it.
I just am thinking.
I just saw they're showing the preview for Bad Boys 18 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
How bad is that going to bomb?
I've never seen any of the Bad Boys except some of the first one.
Really?
Yeah, it's never appealed to me.
I saw the first one and I think maybe the second one.
Yeah.
And they were both decent, whatever. But then, what was
one.
it? The third one that just came out
Yeah.
recently?
Terrible.
And that just went away.
Yeah.
Like everybody said it was terrible. And now this one, Martin Lawrence has to be like, why'd you have to smack Chris Rock?
Yeah.
You ruined it for us. Now nobody wants to see our
He
thing.
does seem checked out. I watched the trailer and it's not hitting the same way.
Yeah.
Also, is he like, I gotta run? I'm 50-something years old. I
Yeah.
don't want to. I know Will Smith's got abs and stuff, but I don't want to run anywhere.
But also, that's it. Like, it's not cool anymore.
It's
though.
not.
It was cool back then.
Yeah.
They were young and funny and cool. Now it's just two old guys. And you're
Like,
It's
"All
the
right,
lethal
whatever."
weapon, but they're black now.
But
We're not
Lethal
too old for
Weapon was
this.
smart enough to bring other people in. They brought Chris Rock in. They
Jet
brought Joe Pesci in. Who?
And
Jet Li, yeah.
And Lethal Weapon literally was based on I'm getting too old for
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Meanwhile, he was what, 33 or something?
Yeah, once Riggs started not wanting to kill himself, we were like, oh,
Yeah.
it's not funny anymore.
We need you to go crazy and do Three Stooges and poke people in the
Right,
eyes.
right,
Put your gun in your mouth and then reset your shoulder.
Yeah.
Oh.
I remember the first time I saw that movie, we were all my friends were hanging out doing some dumb friend stuff. They were drinking somewhere, and I was like, "This is boring." And me and my buddy Rusty were like, let's go to the movies. And we walked to the movie theater, went out knowing what Lethal Weapon was, went in to see it. We were like, holy cow.
Blown
we walked
away,
out like,
yeah.
this is the greatest movie we've ever seen. Then I had to wait for a bus.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What is what's his name? The that played Murtaugh?
Danny Glover.
Danny Glover. I'm going to see how old Danny Glover was.
70. Oh, yeah, probably 42.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was, I would say that came out in 1988.
87.
87,
Yeah,
okay.
1987.
Yeah, I know I wasn't driving yet.
And
I
then
was
I'm
walking.
going to subtract his birth year. Yeah, he was 41 years
Oh,
old.
41.
I'm getting too old. I'm so old. I'm 41. Oh.
He was really only 41. He looked like such an old man in that
He
movie.
definitely did.
Holy cow.
He is an odd guy because he's a great actor. You hardly ever see him in any interviews, anything, and then it'll just pop up in the movie, and you're like, yeah, Danny Glover's great.
Yeah.
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 There was a while in New York, Danny Glover led this thing, and he couldn't get a cab. And he was saying they were
yeah.
turning him around, turning him down because he was a black man. And the
Yeah.
cab wouldn't pick him up. And I was like, cab drivers are driven by mostly Middle Eastern guys, and they couldn't care less who's getting in their car.
I wonder how many people were slowing down, and they're like, is that Danny Glover? Clearly he's waiting for a limo, and then just drove past. like he doesn't want a cab. That's not even, he's waiting for his car. He's got a private driver.
Roll down the window. You're getting too old for this. The drivers drive past.
But like he'll do serious roles, obviously, you know, different stuff, Color Purple and everything. But then he's great in Lethal Weapon, then in Royal Tannenbaums.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so he's just all over the place. He's one of those guys who can play and do action. He
Yeah.
can do anything. Because wasn't he in the second Predator or third Predator?
Yeah, second one.
The second one, yeah.
Second
Yeah.
one, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Angels in the Outfield. Great film.
Yeah. Like in the kids movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can do it all.
Yeah, he is pretty versatile.
Yeah.
And you're right. You don't really hear anything from him
No.
when he's not in a movie.
I have no idea anything about him.
Right? I don't even know if he has kids or not.
Don't know if he's married. Don't know if he has kids. Don't know if he invests in anything. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
nowadays, you know so much stuff about different stars. You just know nothing about him.
I can tell you he has been married twice. He was
Oh.
just divorced in 2022
Yeah,
to
good
his
for
second
him.
wife.
Good for him.
He has one child,
Donald Glover.
Mandisa. Nope. Mandisa Glover. And he is 6'4".
He had his other kid called Para.
No. No.
So dumb. All right. Well, today's lesson, we learned a little bit about Danny Glover.
Yeah.
He actually named his son Dr. Ed Lover Glover.
Wait, what?
It's not doctor. It's Dr. Dre, Ed Lover.
He's a doctor.
What do we have in news, Galvin?
Coming up in news today, future plans, panic, not TikTok, and can we hunt him?
Oh.
Yeah.
Hope that's about Diddy. Let's take a break, and we'll have news next with Galvin. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. I've been listening to a lot of John Mellencamp lately.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I've never been a huge fan or anything, but I feel like I kick myself in the ass now for not going to see him at Ruth Eggert Hall.
A couple things. One, the last we heard from him was people heckling him on stage when he was trying to tell a story, and they're like, play some music. And he got all mad and left and stuff. He seems like a crotchety old man.
For sure.
But he has a lot of hits, but they all are very similar.
Yeah.
So I don't think
But
you
like,
realize.
much like Springsteen.
Yeah, but I don't think you realize how many hits because you go, oh, I thought those 4 songs were the same song.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. He's Midwest Springsteen. And his, you're right, I bet he's a real dick. Like, I don't want to meet him, but I do like his music.
I saw something. They were talking about doing a biopic on Springsteen and who was in a play.
Yeah, I read that too. I saw the picture of
I think
the guy.
Timothy Chalamet is doing Bob Dylan.
No, the guy from The Bear.
Yeah, that's who it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so Timothy Chalamet, they're doing another biopic on Bob Dylan because that's what
But
we need is another
this one might be real. I mean, the last one was weird.
and
and
yeah.
girls playing him. And,
But didn't they do a couple different ones? But I don't know. Yeah, but so he's going to be doing that. And then, the dude from The Bear maybe playing Bruce Springsteen.
that'll be weird. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to check in with Galvin. He has today's news.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
What do we have in news today, Galvin?
Today's news is brought to you by our friends over at Pelt Shoes. Pelt has 6 locations throughout Pinellas, Sarasota, and Fort Myers. If you need some new shoes, get into Pelts because they have all the different styles and brands that you're looking for, and they have them right there in stock. Plus, they have the Pelt Shoe Fit Experts. So they're going to make sure you get the proper fitting shoe. That way, you don't do like some people do where they order them online and they show up and they're the wrong size. Yeah,
Twice.
Yeah, you pick your size, you figure it out. You can walk around in there and make sure that they fit you properly. Get the right size, right color, right style, everything. They'll help you out for sure. And if you're going on the cruise, you can stop in there and get some cruise shoes. If you're last minute, you need some Hey Dudes or some flip-flops, they have them right there in Pelts. Stop at Pelts today. Make sure you tell them Galvin from the Mike Calta Show sent you. So a name that you haven't heard for a while, Joe Lieberman, the first Jewish vice presidential nominee of a major party whose independent streak later led him on a journey away from his home in the Democratic Party, has died at 82 years old, according to a statement from his family. The former Connecticut senator passed away Wednesday due to complications from a fall that he had in New York.
Yeah, when you get old, you can't fall.
Yeah, it's difficult. They say that's one of the major killers because of people's balance.
Yeah.
Like you want to make sure that you keep your balance up because as you get older, you fall, you're more brittle, then something
It's
happens.
directly correlated to your
Yeah.
life expectancy.
Yeah. So is your grip strength.
Yep.
I fell out of the shower one time.
Yeah. Believable.
Slipped on a wet floor. And really hurt my leg. And that Christmas, my sister bought me all sorts of handicap stuff to put in the shower, like a suction cup pole and all that stuff.
Seat.
Not cool.
Yeah, see,
The handles and all that stuff. I slipped getting out of the shower one time and just destroyed the bathroom. I tried to grab the shower curtain, pulled that down. As I was pulling that down, went for the towel rack and pulled that down. So I just pulled everything down, and then I'm wet and naked laying on the floor and just laughing because I know how dumb it is and how bad I look. And luckily wasn't injured, but I was like, just ripping stuff off the wall.
And then I fell down the stairs one morning coming down for work.
Yeah.
I missed a stair and I fell right on my face. So I think that's probably going to happen to me when I get old. I'm probably going to fall somewhere in my 60s. I'll fall and just end it early.
You heard about Mike? The stairs got him.
I almost never wear flip flops or sandals, or whatever, but I wear slides every once in a while. And I remember a long time ago when my brother was working on his bar, we were doing the stuff, and there was a convenience store across the street, and it wasn't open yet, his bar, but we were like, all right, done. At the end of the day, we were doing stuff. So I went over there and got a couple cases of beer, and we were going to have some drinks and hang out. And I was wearing slides at the time. And I went to step off the curb, and there was the pylon for the parking pylon thing. That was there, and so I went to step over that, and I stepped too far, and then I stepped into a big thing of oil and slid, and both cases hit the ground. And I did this awkward thing, and a lady in the car, she was sitting in the passenger seat of a car, and she goes, I think you've had enough already. And I was like, you shut up, lady. Don't zing me when I'm coming out of the convenience store.
God.
So Joe Lieberman passed away. You remember that ticket? That was all energy.
Yeah.
Gore Lieberman. Woo! Look at those two.
Exciting.
Yeah, superstars.
It was weird because it came up yesterday, and it's the first thing I associated with a Jew. Like, I know that he was the first Jewish vice president. That's the thing that I remember. Like, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, they push that stuff, though.
I know that's what
I
I'm saying. That was why. That's exactly what I was saying.
Right.
It was in my head, like that Jewish guy. Yeah, I remember that because that was what they pushed on you so hard. It was a big deal. Would we know? I mean, well, Lieberman.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, would we know really if they had we care? Does anybody care? I don't know. It's just so weird that in this day and age we're still talking about things like that.
Yeah, but I
First
think
Puerto Rican.
But I think that's a big thing, a selling point where a lot of Jewish people are like, oh well, we got to vote for Lieberman.
Yeah, sure.
He's on our
He's one of our
side.
guys.
Yeah, just like in Italian, like you said before. Whenever you voted, you just
Vote for the Italians.
you vote for the people that you know, and then vote for the Italians.
Yeah.
4 people were found dead and 7 others were injured in a stabbing rampage across multiple areas in Rockford, Illinois on Wednesday afternoon. Police say they have a suspect in custody. A 15-year-old girl, a 63-year-old woman, a 49-year-old man, and a 22-year-old man were killed in the incident, and 5 others who were injured were transported to local hospitals with serious injuries. 5 people were injured in the city of Rockford, and 2 people were injured in the jurisdiction of Winnebago County.
He was just running around stabbing people.
Yeah, going around stabbing people.
One of the worst ways to go.
We should ban knives.
Well, and that's
can't.
the thing, whenever you talk about all this, people are going to find a way to hurt people if they want to hurt people.
I think that Alec Baldwin shooting that person on the set is still at the hands of a pro-gun person who set him up.
Somebody set him up.
I think so, and I think a guy like this running around stabbing people is doing it for the same reason.
Yeah.
So they can guns aren't that bad.
Exactly, like
Yeah.
an extreme gun owner.
Yeah.
Could be. Yeah, what I don't know, man. Stabbing is terrible, but being shot would be terrible too. Like I don't know,
Right?
Neither one's happened to me. But I told you about that reporter that I saw the other day that got shot in the wrist while she was out there reporting. She did not sound like she was having a good time. I can tell you that much.
But they say stabbing is more personal, so there might be like a connection
Ooh,
between them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so
I just
who
feel
knows?
like if you get stabbed with a butcher knife, like that is going in, 10 inches. That's all
going
the
in
way
like
that, you know
and,
what I mean?
and the
also-
force.
Yeah, they also say it's worse to get stabbed with not a sharp knife. You know what I mean? Like a
God.
sharp
Yeah.
knife goes in easy and makes a
Clean cut.
Clean cut. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Joe. But like butter knife or a screwdriver or something like
A
that.
pencil.
Yeah.
I've been sliced with a knife before.
Yeah.
And it doesn't hurt nearly as much as it does to look down and realize you've been sliced.
Yeah.
Like
for sure.
it burns for a second. You're like almost like, whoa, it burns. What is that? And you look at it and you see your skin separated. You're like, ah.
I mean, the worst is think about like a paper cut. Think about the last time you had a paper cut, and then anything you touch, you eat French fries. Just a little bit of salt on your food, and you want to cut your finger off. You know what I
Everything,
mean? Like,
everything goes back to food.
Yep.
you're welcome.
Like if it interrupts me eating French fries, it's the worst thing ever. I had a buddy of mine who was a doorman who got shot in the bicep, and he said when he got shot, he didn't know what happened.
Yeah.
Like he, is something, and he was like, and I didn't realize because he goes, I don't know whether I was just in shock or whatever, but it shot right through his arm.
Right.
He goes, but then you just feel this searing, burning pain. You're like, ah. Yeah.
Then you panic.
Yeah.
And that's when
for sure.
that's when it really hurts.
Ugh. I always think about that of different injuries that you would have and where you are at the time.
Oh, man.
That has a lot to do with it too. I passed a snake out on the trail the other day, and I thought about that. If I get bit by a snake, and a majority of the snakes out there are not poisonous, but I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What am I Googling while I, But also, so I get bit by a snake. Let's say I get bit by a snake. Then I'm out in the middle of nowhere. Do I hurry up and try and get back? Because if it's poison, then it's racing towards my heart.
You want to sit still.
Yeah, and then what do I do? I'm near the tree. You know what I mean? Like, who's coming to get me? I just wait for another passerby. Yeah, I don't know what to do there. I send the animals.
Yeah.
There's a hawk, and I go, caw, and he goes, yes, I understand.
If it was somewhere you could suck the poison out, you could do that.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
But do you trust yourself?
If it bit your arm, you know what I mean?
I'm
You could-
at least trying.
you know what I mean?
But do you trust yourself to suck it out without getting
absolutely
any
not.
and then digesting
I trust
it?
you to do
So
that.
here's what I think I would try to do. If that was the situation, I'm in the middle of nowhere, not in the middle of nowhere, but, say a couple miles from wherever, is if it bit me in the arm, I would tie a tourniquet around my arm
absolutely.
to try and block it from there. Try and suck the stuff out and then slowly walk to.
Yeah.
I mean, I have my phone, so at least I could call and be like, hey, I'm walking towards
Slowly,
wherever.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hope you have service. Because if you're getting bit by
man.
a snake, you're in like the Everglades where you probably don't get
I'm
service.
not running in the Everglades.
Don't lie. We all know you run in the Everglades.
You don't know. One day.
I'm at no more than 10 or 20 minutes from Dale Mabry. We're okay. We're going to be all right. So the Baltimore Bridge, which we've all seen the video of that and stuff, the latest on that, the bodies of 2 missing construction workers were recovered yesterday after divers found them in a pickup truck. As of last night, 4 more workers were still missing.
That's still one of the greatest fears, to be in the water in a car. Imagine
Well,
at night,
no,
it's cold.
like, yeah.
Well, it's interesting that you say that because a former NYPD cop named Bill Stanton was on CNN talking about the bridge and what you should do if your car is ever submerged in water. And he felt it definitely necessary to tell people, don't start filming on TikTok.
Yeah.
Make sure you get out of the
Oh,
car.
my God.
Yeah.
That's a
Well,
real quote.
Haven't you saw the Gen Zers who get in car accidents and they're like, if you ever wondered if the radio plays if you get in a car accident, it does.
Yeah.
Oh, my
But
God.
that was a real TikTok, and then after that, people were following up and still doing it, and
We're
they
still
were
live, baby.
They were getting in car accidents and then filming themselves upside down, strapped in with their seatbelt. Like, I got in a car accident and the radio's on.
Well,
yeah.
there's that one with that young girl who goes on like Facebook Live or something, whenever the police pull her over, and she's like, it's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal. And then she tries to start her car and go again, and they bust her window out, and she's like spitting out glass, and she's like, "Relax!" yelling at the cops, and I'm like, "What are you doing?"
Nothing's worse than the video of that woman who was drunk and she killed that family, and she's in the hospital, and the cop is talking to her, and she's like, "I just want to go home," and he's like, "No, you don't
I
understand."
have to go to class tomorrow.
Yeah. I've seen quite a few of those where the people don't realize that they killed people. There was one guy on that jail show that's on whatever channel, Reels, and they explained to him. They said, "You didn't hit the curb. You hit a car, and there was people in there, and you killed those people." He realized it because you saw his face going from dumb, drunk, "What did I do?" to "My
I'm
life."
sober and done.
He actually said, "My life's over."
Yeah.
And the guy, the booking guy was trying to be nice, and he goes, "Well, I don't know, But meanwhile, he's like, "Yeah, you're in jail for the rest of your life." But he's like, "Well, I don't, didn't want to scare him more than, but yeah, you just killed people. Yeah, it's terrible." So this bridge disaster could cost insurers $4 billion, but disasters like this on a smaller scale aren't unheard of. Ships have destroyed at least 35 major bridges since 1960, including 18 in the U.S.
What also is an interesting fact is, remember that boat that got stuck in the Suez Canal?
Yeah.
That was around this. I think it was like in this around the same couple of days as this crash. So that's pretty.
What, like a
interesting.
year or 2 years ago, or
Yeah,
whatever, like to the day almost.
Yep.
Oh,
And this is going to probably affect supply chain and all that stuff for us. So bring on the bugs.
Yeah.
It's crazy all these things happen on election year.
All these fires and stuff. No big deal.
So somebody won the Mega Millions, the $1.1 billion in New
not
Jersey.
me.
It was not any of us, but Powerball, the drawing was last night. It rolled over.
Oh.
The $935 million Powerball jackpot Saturday is jumping up because it'll be on Saturday when they draw it. It was 865, so now it's up to 935. It would be the fifth largest prize in the history of the game.
I was so sure I was going to win last night.
Were you really?
I feel like this one's going to get over $1 billion as well.
Yeah, I hope so.
Because it will jump up. I would say if nobody wins Saturday, then Monday or Wednesday it'll be over $1 billion.
I'm going to get my ticket today.
So we have our cruise coming up, Celtic Cruise 17, coming up in just 8 days.
I'm so excited.
Well, Royal Caribbean International is putting a new beach club experience on the map. The world's largest cruise line has just announced the expansion of its destination lineup with Royal Caribbean
Collision.
Royal Beach Club Cozumel in Mexico, opening in 2026. So the future location of the beach club along the western coast of the island, Royal Beach Club Cozumel, it really rolls off your tongue, will welcome vacationers in 2026. The addition to the club will complement the Cozumel, Mexico. It has to offer different experiences for everyone, from beaches and pools to private cabanas, swim-up bars, a variety of dining spots, and more. So it's going to be a lot like the Coco Cay island that they have.
That's smart.
Yeah.
I think that because they're losing so much money going to these dumb ports,
Right.
people are going out there and doing things they don't want to do because they have no idea what to do.
And you're controlling it. It's going to be much safer because they own the island, and it's going to be all their people there, and it's going to be people that are pulling up, a port and going out there from the cruises instead of, you'll be like, hey, go wander over there for a while and make sure you're back by 5.
Yeah, it's really like I keep thinking about when we go to Nassau, like what there is to do in Nassau. I've been to Nassau so many times in the past year alone that I'm like, I know my way around. Like I know how to walk to where I want to go. It's not though. I mean, like I know how to get to Senior Frogs. I know how to get to the Irish bar we like. I know which way to go to the head towards the casinos. But I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? I want to do something fun.
Yeah, like swim with the pigs.
Yeah, that's I tried
Don't
to do
call them pigs; they're ladies.
I tried to do that 3 times,
I know,
and 3
it's a
times it
sign.
got canceled.
Yeah,
And
it's a sign.
I know that I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
I want to do it so bad though. Like the pictures of people, they look so happy, and the pigs are smiling.
But they say
and
the
it-
pigs bite you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to
yeah.
I'll punch a pig in the face.
Well,
No.
Kenny used to snap like hard, like if he didn't like somebody, or like I had a pig, but if he didn't like somebody or someone scared him, he would turn, and if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
What is what's the latest on Kenny? Is
I do not know. Honestly, yeah, Blaine and I do not keep in touch. So
Do you know that
I don't know.
of all people that would eat that pig, it's Blaine?
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
For sure.
Right? Like he'd
I'm
put it
aware.
on
Drunk,
a
yeah.
spit.
He's like,
just-
But But the last I heard is that he moved from one place to another, and he had like built a pen outside for him.
So,
But I don't know. But that was, you know what I mean? That was years ago. So I don't know.
So when you guys broke up, did he say, "Can I please have the pig," or was it, "Hey, I
No,
can't"?
it was the fact that I could not find a place that would rent to me that I could afford, that would have a yard that would allow me to have him. And it got to the point where I just couldn't be with him anymore, and I had to leave.
Yeah.
So how about this guy now? For the rest of the pig's life, at least, he has to find places where a pig can live with him.
Isn't it great?
You know what I mean?
But again, I did leave him when he owned a house. I lived with him when he owned a house. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So at least he had a place. He didn't need to find it. But because I was moving out, I just had to find a place, and I couldn't own a house at that time. I wasn't just gonna buy a house so I could
For a
have a
pig,
pet.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And at least I knew. And Blaine was very good, and he took care of him, and he, you know what I mean. And he always. And he also has had people, like he has family here, so when he goes out of town, he had someone to watch him.
Okay.
I would never have anybody to watch him if I were to take him, but he would snap on you, and now I have to get insurance, and then I have to worry about you suing me and biting. You know what I mean?
would never sue you.
Me punching that stupid pig in the face.
Yeah.
And I did just get a text. Kenny is good. Update.
From Blaine?
Thank you,
No,
Blaine.
not from Blaine.
Oh, Blaine. From who?
His name is Robbie. Robbie Beck. He's one of Blaine's good friends. He lives in Plant City. I know him. And he texts me. He gives me updates. And
nice.
When he
me
says
and Robbie
Kenny-
are good. And he literally just texted me. He said Kenny's good.
Because
Okay.
he's been barbecued. Is he saying
Oh,
that?
he's,
Facebook?
he's delicious.
I was gonna say if anyone was gonna cook him, it would be Robbie. So I don't trust any of this.
He's not just good. He's
But no,
It's the same thing for me, Carmen. If I die, Joey's got to have that
your turtle.
tortoise
Yeah.
forever.
I
Yeah.
thought I was getting the turtle.
No, never.
What?
You get dumb dogs. He gets the turtle.
Whoa! I mean,
When
come
did you?
on.
When did you think you had access
You
to the turtle?
told me I was getting the tortoise.
No, that's in your dreams where you pretend you're my son.
I swear. I am
also,
glad
do
you have a son.
really want a tortoise?
No, I don't. I was
Yeah,
kind of
exactly.
less upset when
Although
he said,
I have to tell you, it would be good in Joe's house. You just let it run around the backyard.
Yeah.
You just secure the fence so it doesn't crawl into
Well,
the
now
fence.
he's not invited.
Oh,
Well, it's not your house.
Oh, sorry.
he's welcome, Michael.
What,
Anytime.
you know how like horses, they'll put a cat out there or a goat with the horse
goat,
where they
yeah.
have little friends and stuff. If you have a dog, get another dog. Do turtles have any companions?
No,
Or
and
are they
don't-
just kind of loners? And
Yeah, they're loners, and then like the dogs will jump in there and run around with them, and he has no interest in playing with them.
yeah.
Yeah, because he stops and looks. He's like, "What are these morons doing?" Then they run out, and he's like, "Thank you." Yeah, he just looks at the dogs like, "Why?"
Yeah. Carmen, hit me with some music.
Oh boy.
Hit you with music.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Yeah, baby.
Today is opening day for the baseball season. It begins today. The Blue Jays are in town to take on your Tampa Bay Rays. The game starts at 4:10
Yeah.
p.m.
Headed there after the show.
Rays up.
Gonna go early.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
No, I am. I go to the opening. I go to opening day every year.
You
Yeah.
don't.
He's
My
act-
tradition.
He's got a tailgate.
Yeah.
He'll put in his order for the Cracker
That's right.
Jacks.
He's actually there right now, Carmen. He's
Yep.
broadcasting
Broadcasting live.
No, I can see you.
sorry.
No, I go there around noon today.
Yeah,
Me
smart.
and John Brennan, we set up a
Beat the
little
crowd.
camp.
You're throwing out the first pitch.
Nah, they still don't like me.
Get a couple hot dogs, Michael.
Yep, the dogs are rolling, Joe. Dogs are rolling today.
They actually told me I could throw out the second pitch. I don't know what that means.
It's not a
That's
thing.
great.
That's better. The pitcher has to step aside to let you in.
Getting closer.
I've thrown the first pitch. I've thrown the first pitch at a Rays Yankees game before, and it is not one of my best moments because I was wearing a bucket hat. And my wife, for some reason, liked the bucket hat, so I was wearing it. And not hot really at all. I looked like today we let Larry the plumber throw the first pitch. I was wearing a Rays t-shirt and jeans and a bucket hat, and I threw the first pitch. Yeah, it was inside.
So you didn't kick the leg up or anything?
No, I'm very flexible in jeans. No, it was kind of cool experience. Except the part when I went, like Wells goes to go to the mound. Don't throw it from the grass. Everybody laughs when you throw it. So I go, okay. So I walk over to the mound, And I look over, and the Yankees are in the dugout, and Derek Jeter is up with one knee on the thing looking at me. And I go, oh, this is the worst day of my life. This is the worst. Like, he may have been looking through me, but in my mind, he was like, let's see what this guy could do.
Yeah.
And then I threw it over the plate. Not great, but it went high. You know, it was like definitely not a strike, but it went over the plate.
Yeah, at least go into the dirt.
Right. And I was like, all right, great. And nobody really cared other than me and Pete and Amanda.
Did you put some sauce on it?
No, I didn't have any sauce. I had a little sriracha.
Was this while you were at the Bone?
No, this was 3 stations ago.
So from wherever Cowhead.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's like people are still making their way to their seats and stuff.
Yeah.
And also I was the second first pitch. The first pitch was like, this is Bill. Bill led his company in the highest marketing, and he did presenting a check, and they did all that. And they're like, now Cowhead for the other first pitch. I'm like,
Now some guy in a bucket hat.
Yeah. Some guy who looks like he's never played baseball.
Maybe bring the bucket hat back for the cruise.
No, I didn't like it at
Come
all. But anyway, I threw the first pitch, and I think that was a good moment I've had. You know, I've been asked to throw it since then, but not. I don't want to do it. It's one of those things you do it once, and you're like,
Speaking of pitching, how's your shoulder?
It's feeling a little bit better.
Yeah.
Like I'm sitting with my arms crossed because it's a little sore right now, but not nearly as bad as it was last week.
Yeah.
And what about your back?
My back feels great, and thanks
How's
to
your
Dr.
foot?
Cloris, my feet feel great.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a whole new me.
What about your blank and your crack?
Did the feet fix your back?
No, I think the back, my neck fixed my shoulder.
Yo,
That's what I
yeah,
think it was,
for sure.
I just had to let it. I had to give it time.
He actually had to swallow a cat to fix his.
All right.
I was surprised.
Yeah.
I ordered breakfast.
Oh, thank you.
I was very hungry.
The average American spends 84 hours a year working while they're sick, or just over 2 weeks worth of work days. The top reason that you don't take a sick day is because what? What do you think?
Afraid
You want to lose money?
Afraid?
to get fired? Yeah.
Don't want to get fired? Don't want to lose money?
You want to take a vacation?
No.
Oh, you
Why
don't?
why you don't? Why you don't skip a day whenever you're sick?
Yeah, because then you would lose that vacation day. You would lose a day.
Gotcha.
There's too much work. They don't want to fall behind.
They say they don't want people to think that they're lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't want people to think that they're lazy or being a wuss. Listen, if you're sick,
Agreed.
stay home.
Yeah.
We don't want you to get us sick,
For real.
especially if you're working in close proximity to other people.
I, for years, was paranoid about taking days off because I remember the one time that I did take off for like a week. They did the same thing we do to you guys. Like, oh well, he's gone. We don't need him.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't.
Still funny.
What's that?
Still funny.
Yeah,
No, it's not.
the funny part
Yeah.
is the truth that is really behind it.
yeah.
That's the funny part.
No, it hurts.
So yeah, it does hurt. So you're gone and you're feeling paranoid about it. Then you get to the point where you're like, all right, we're all taking days off at the same time. That's a little better. I won't be singled out. You know what I mean? But then you start feeling lazy. You're like, oh, now it's going to come back on me. It's when you're not secure enough in your job. It wasn't until probably 3 years ago that I was probably like, I have a lot of vacation days and I'm taking them. My kids are growing up too fast and I want to spend time with them when I can. I would never. I took off 2 weeks to go to Japan. I never in my life thought I would take a week, let alone 2 weeks back to back. You know,
But you had fun.
but I not only have fun, it was one of the best memories I have with my kids. You have to do that. You have to
Absolutely.
balance everything out. So
It sucks when you're forced to take time off. That's a bitch.
I've been there too, Spanish.
Yeah,
I've been there
that's a
too.
bitch, man.
Yeah.
I rarely take time off. I rarely get sick. So I just don't do it very often. But every once in a while, I'll throw a day in there where I'm like, all right.
But you usually do it because you have something to do. Like,
Yeah,
hey, I'm
yeah.
going to go see my dad or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know. It's when you start going, I don't feel like doing it tomorrow. Let's just take tomorrow. That's when you know you've gone too far.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But when you like we're taking
Like
tomorrow
tomorrow.
off. Well, but tomorrow is it's Good Friday and Easter Monday, and the company has given neither one of those days off to us. I have never worked anywhere that doesn't give you one of those days off.
And then next week, we're taking off Thursday and Friday because we're going to be.
But we are working.
No,
you know what I'm
We're
saying?
taking off Thursday.
No. But I'm saying we're working.
Oh, yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
work.
No, but I'm saying, do
Right.
you realize now we're just going to take Thursday off?
No, we're totally working Thursday. Totally working.
You coming with me, right, to get to the boat?
Yeah,
Okay, good,
definitely,
good.
definitely.
You guys are going to the boat?
Yeah, well, I'll drive some people. Carmen, I guess you're with Chad, but
And my sister and her friends. So
Oh,
yeah, no,
yeah.
She's
we're
leaving
good.
early,
We-
right?
you're driving down there.
Like a
yes,
day earlier, right?
over there. No, we're not leaving early. I'm just not. I'm not working Thursday because Mike
Okay.
said I didn't need to.
Right.
Hell yeah.
So I'm not because I'm not going to be stressed out
Yeah.
like you guys that whole day.
I got.
I'm not going to be stressed out.
Oh, we're definitely gonna be
I mean-
stressed out
Again, your last cruise you had to drive to Orlando and you didn't work that day.
because
And it took 4 hours to get there.
yeah.
Okay,
and-
so that's what we're.
So you're saying we shouldn't work?
Yeah, 'cause
This whole time, that is what I've been saying.
Because if you want to do the podcast on Thursday, we're all going to have to get there early enough to do it to then go to the first party.
No, we always do it after the first party.
No, we always do it.
we do it
We
before.
always do it right when we board.
You're talking to Steve with the best memory in the world.
Thank you.
Yes,
Do not,
Thank you.
do not
Never
question
blanked.
Steve.
my bad, guys.
Never blanked before.
So
But like I've told Mike and I've told everybody else, I've made a best of for Thursday.
Thank
if
you,
we
Carmen.
use it, it's there, and if not,
I'm
it
not
will be
gonna
there
lie,
for
Carmen.
Tuesday. And we can use it on Tuesday.
I'm not going to lie. The comfort of knowing that best of is there is very good.
yeah, I know.
Because I am looking with traffic right now. Currently, it would take 2 hours and 53 minutes to get there.
Yeah.
3 hours.
3 hours
Yeah.
during rush hour traffic. That's pretty good.
yeah, but we're going to be leaving during worse traffic because all these
No.
people
We would leave here at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, worse.
in the
traffic.
middle of rush hour.
You would leave here at 8 o'clock. You wouldn't get on an I-4 until 9 o'clock.
And remember,
9:30.
and also remember this: your car's not going to be packed. You have to put you got to worry about
All right.
this.
I get it.
I'm just saying. I've been saying this for a month now. For a month.
Month and a half, easy.
You're
I just got through
welcome.
telling you it was hard for me to take days off. What do you want from me?
No, you just said that
You
now
gotta-
you realize
you gotta do
you
it, you
should.
gotta do it.
Yeah. A hunter called police in Northeast Washington. He said he's coming from out of town next month and wanted to know if it's legal to hunt what? In
People.
Northeast Washington.
Got to be people.
People.
That-
No.
you know,
Bear.
No.
Wolves.
Sasquatch.
No.
Politicians.
Bison.
How about that? Sasquatch. Want to know if it's legal to hunt Sasquatch.
Hell
No.
yeah. What was their answer?
They did not supply an answer.
No, they
I would
didn't give
imagine
an
they
answer.
go, if you see a Sasquatch, it might just be a dude. So
Wait, what?
probably don't shoot him.
Hairy back,
Don't
dude.
kill your fellow man.
Too bad Gio's not here. I think he's going to be excited about this. You know, the hot dog flavored water. Limp Bizkit. 7-Eleven announced new sparkling water that tastes like their big bite hot dogs.
Right. I'm in.
Dogs are drinking.
It might be an April Fool's Day joke, though.
Oh.
So, but yeah, they're gonna have hot dog flavored water.
Hey, what it says on Fox 13, Ozempic babies are on the rise. What does that mean?
Oh,
Because everyone got skinny, so now everyone.
No, well, I think
I don't know.
I hate to bring it to you, but fat people bang.
I was
actually-
guessing you
yeah.
can't have babies though.
The obesity rate in children has been rather high, so I think
No,
they're-
this is saying more babies are coming.
No, I don't know then.
Yeah, Ozempic babies are on the rise.
Yeah.
Babies.
for certain people, there is a rise in Ozempic babies, a trending topic on social media for years. Medicaid doesn't explain what Ozempic babies are. Why
I think
Ozempic
Carmen's
babies?
more right. I think people are losing weight and feeling like banging.
Or you
Women are
can't-
reporting unexpected
It-
pregnancy while taking the weight loss medication,
It
even if
interferes
they
with their-
struggled with infertility. Oh yeah, so it's,
It interferes with their birth control.
It's crazy. Ozempic is interfering with birth control, and they have done some studies that show massive improvement in Alzheimer's patients that use Ozempic because of whatever enzyme it releases in
drug.
your gut. Yeah, that's helping your brain.
well. Here's an interesting thing about that. Do you know what Alzheimer's is? Do you know what the rest of the world calls Alzheimer's?
I do not.
Diabetes type 3.
Really?
Yes, where Ozempic and Wego and Mounjaro and all those things are for diabetes, so that would make sense.
That would make sense.
Look at that.
I didn't know that.
Look at that, we tied it all together.
That was cool.
Wow.
We figured it out.
Yeah,
We're
folks.
that was really
doctors
cool.
now.
Yeah, so almost the rest of the world calls it diabetes type 3 diabetes.
sense.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so that's that.
Thank you, Galvin.
Interesting. And although I do
love
not
those.
want to be an Ozempic baby. That just
No,
sounds
yeah.
like you're going to come out.
I like it.
Skid Row, who is a guest of the show, we had them in not too long ago. They are having problems, man. Skid Row has parted with their singer, Eric Gronwell, the band's longtime friend, Lizzie Hale from Hailstorm, who just announced a tour that they're going to be doing, who is a fantastic singer. She's going to be taking over vocal duties for their upcoming scheduled concerts, so she's going to do 4 shows with them. She actually did Slave to the Grind, I think, on a compilation album.
Yeah, it sounds like a girl singing.
No, man, she's a great singer.
Oh, she's a great
And
singer, but it's not Skid Row.
Yeah, but I mean, listen to this, though. That's the problem is now I don't know whether it's necessarily Sebastian Bach. It may be Skid Row. Do you know how many singers Skid Row has had?
No. Well, they had one that died.
So this is Matt Fallon was their first singer, and that was before Sebastian. So all right, we'll cancel him out. Sebastian Bach, that's who they had the most success with, and we all know Skid Row with Sebastian Bach. Then Johnny Salinger, who was the singer who died. He was in the band, but then they kicked him out, and then he died later, 6 years later or something. Then they got Tony Harnell, who was in the band for a cup of coffee. He was only in there for a minute. And then after Tony, they had ZP Tiart, who was in there for a while.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, and that was prior to Eric, who was the Swedish singer who was on the Swedish American Idol or something, whatever.
That.
And that's the guy that they had just recently, and they had him for like 2 years. So Sebastian, Johnny, Tony, ZP, and Eric. That's all the different singers they've had. Yeah. So maybe it's those guys, but it's also Sebastian. Also terrible.
This is a perfect time for them to go listen. Sebastian Bach's getting fatter.
Yeah.
We're getting older. Let's just do one run.
Right?
Can I tell you, Carmen, sometimes we'll be like, "Ooh, she looks rough. She's terrible." And you're like, "Yeah, she got older."
Are you talking about Carmen like that? Why?
No.
Like, come on, guys.
We'll say that about ladies, and Carmen will be like, "Yeah," and I get that. I got to tell you, Sebastian Bach was a beautiful man.
He was a gorgeous lady.
Yeah.
He looks like somebody smeared meat on a skeleton. He looks like skinny, fat, weird.
Fat muscles,
He
man.
looks terrible.
He's got fat face and skinny body.
And he's got meth teeth.
Okay, let me ask you this.
That's drug and alcohol abuse, basically.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised. Sexier man in the heyday.
Okay.
Who would you rather bang? Sebastian Bach, not bang, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Or Blas Elias from Slaughter. Well, that guy was beautiful.
Yeah, but I think I go Sebastian.
Really?
Yeah, Sebastian. Like when Sebastian first came out, I mean, he was.
I didn't
gorgeous.
like blondes.
Yeah.
So, but Blas Elias was beautiful.
Yeah. Blas, who last I heard was playing with Blue Man Group.
Really?
Hell yeah.
Don't cover that beauty
No,
with Blue.
yeah.
Yeah.
I got to
Blue
tell you,
Celeste.
I'm going Sebastian Bach all day.
Really?
Yeah, Blas Elias has got. He doesn't do it for me.
But what picture are you
Yeah.
looking at? Back in the day?
Yeah,
Let's see.
this one that I got.
Yeah.
Right?
Blas is handsome.
He's very handsome, very handsome. But I like, I think I'm going to go Sebastian Bach.
Look at this baby. Look at him.
That's the picture he was looking at.
Oh,
That's the
my
same one he was just
God.
looking at.
A beautiful little baby.
Yeah, he's a little sweetheart.
Yeah.
He does Drumeo?
I remember there's just a couple of guys that for a second, if you squint your eyes, you can pretend they're girls.
For sure, yeah.
Blas is also in the movie Rockstar.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, he's
I
in
didn't
one
know
of the
that.
bands. Yeah. I still want to know. So, Steel Dragon was the name of the band in there, and it was Zach Wilde. By the way, my buddy Kevin's so dumb. He was like, "That guy does such a good Zach Wilde," and I go, "Yeah, that's Zach Wilde, moron." Jason Bonham on drums, Jeff Pilson on bass. And I know Zach's playing on those tracks. I want to know if the rest of the guys are, because they have some good songs. Blood Pollution, Stand Up and Shout. I actually listen to those all the time.
Yeah, stand up and shout it. I hear people cover that all the time.
And that's the singer from Steelheart.
Yeah.
Is singing. And then former guest that we had in Jeff Scott Soto sings on some of those tracks as
Oh,
well.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy from Steelheart can hit that high note.
Oh,
man.
yeah, for sure. So there you go. If you were going to see Skid Row, you're going to get Lizzie Hale, who I met Lizzie Hale, it has to be 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And I told her, I go, "You are the female voice, Ronnie James Dio." And she was like, "Thank you so much." 'Cause she's great. She really is.
Hailstorm was to play the St. Patrick's Day party that I was going to have at the Bennigan's on Del Mabry. In the month that I was fired a month before it actually happened.
Really?
Yeah, I got fired in April. It was supposed to happen in March.
I got to tell you, I don't know whether somebody at the label is like, "Hey, don't make her so sexy." She was really sexy, and then they kind of Made her unsexy.
That's the trend now.
Yeah.
Women are like, I'm here for the music. I'm not here to look sexy.
She was
Britney
out
Spears
there.
is like, look at my nipples.
She was out there playing a white Gibson Explorer, and her hand was bleeding, and there was blood all out. And I was like, "Oh, look at this chick! Look at this chick. That's rock
You
and
were
roll."
so different. You're like, that's rock and roll. Me, I'm like, ugh, skip out. Clean that up. Don't you know it's getting just
I'll take
germs
care
everywhere.
I'll take care of you. There is an R-rated animated reboot of Good Times
I
coming up.
saw that.
It's going to be hitting Netflix on April 12th. The voice cast includes JB Smoove, who is hilarious
Yes.
as
Curb?
Leon
Yeah.
on Kirby.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
so good. He's coming to Side Splitters.
He is in
Yeah.
April, yeah.
Do you like his stand up though? I'm not really a fan.
I've never really seen his stand up.
really a fan.
He's a funny guy. He's
Yeah.
funny as Leon, but I don't know.
He
his
was
stand-up.
terrible on the show.
Oh, when he came over, yeah.
Well, we had him on the phone one time, and he was terrible. But it was a long time ago. Leon, what he's great at is kind of like being one of the cast members that, like, you know how they all have their weird intricacies where they do things. Like Leon, the way he just repeats what Larry says.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
You gotta
kills
give him
me.
that ass, Larry.
Yeah.
I love that. That's so funny. And Jay Farrow is going to be on the show, and Wanda Sykes as well.
Yeah, that's good. I mean,
Yeah.
you're basically. Is it like a newer time? Like in the 70s, that stuff flew.
Yeah,
How's it
it's
gonna go now?
I don't know. It's a reboot, so we'll see what
Well, they're all
happens.
funny. So
And then we got to see if he's in town before this. Fozzy 25th anniversary tour is going to be happening. Yes, and they're going to be at the Orpheum right here in Tampa on Saturday night, October 5th at 7 p.m. So a Saturday night Fozzy show, which will be great. Tickets go on sale, I believe, Friday. If you're a member or something, you can get them early, but that'll be cool to see. Fozzy's got some great songs.
Yeah, they do.
And
Fozzy's a great band.
they put on a good show,
Yeah.
and they have a couple other bands with them. So that's going to be happening October 5th at the Orpheum. And then, did you hear about this? Ninja, American gamer and Twitch superstar Ninja, revealed that he was diagnosed with a melanoma, a form of skin cancer.
Yeah, I did see that. That's not good, but also he seems like a guy who never goes outside. How did he get skin cancer?
Well, it was a mole on the bottom of his foot. Check your
gotta
moles,
get
check
checked
your
out,
moles.
man.
Yeah, so his dermatologist determined that he had the skin cancer there. He said that they're optimistic that we caught it in the early stages. So hopefully everything's okay with Ninja.
Ninja and his blue hair. That had nothing to do with it. You keep dyeing your hair blue for the last 10 years.
Yeah, nothing on the head. He's fine. Ice Cube, he's no dummy. Ice Cube knows what to do. He has offered
So smart.
He has offered University of Iowa basketball star Caitlin Clark $5 million just to play one season in his Big Three basketball league.
What's the worst that can come out of that for her?
Yeah, well,
injury?
I'll explain
Okay,
what
all
the
right.
worst is. So the highest paid player in the WNBA made how much last year? He's offering her $5 million to play in Big Three.
265.
I think
265 million, 265,000,
Thousand.
265,000.
I would say just under $1 million.
just under $1 million.
I'm going to say 500,000.
500,000 WNBA star.
There's gotta be a-
Carmen, former college basketball star. What do you got?
I think it's like around like 350.
Yeah, but there's got to be like that Diana Taurasi or one of those women who came out of the
But that-
college so high.
But that's with their endorsements, not with their WNBA
Yeah.
salary. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
All right.
Highest paid player in the WNBA last year, 600,000.
Wow.
600,000.
There's not one star in
That was
there.
close.
There is a person that is convinced that Caitlin Clark could not play in the Big Three. It's ex-NBA star Kenyon Martin, who said she would not be able to score a single point in the 3-on-3 league.
I would take that.
Yeah.
I would take that action.
Yeah.
She's a shooter, man.
Former NBA
Uh-oh.
star. Former
Oh.
NBA. What do we
Hold
got?
on. What's going on, Joe?
Oh, no. You
Hold
should
on,
have sent
man.
me.
You still had it.
You still had it set to side splitters last time you ordered. Oh no. Oh no.
Good job, Steve.
What can you do?
You can get a refund.
Can you
No, I
call?
won't.
Can you
No.
contact him and say, "Hey, man,
We're really close to side splitters.
Oh, Jesus.
do it on the sly," and throw him extra.
Throw me, give him
Money.
some money. Because the thing, if you have to cancel it, or if they have to cancel it, regardless, they just keep the food. The driver does.
Wow. I already gave him a big tip. I was
Yeah,
giving him
I
a big
bet.
tip. It's raining out?
It's
Yeah.
raining. It's drizzling.
Oh yeah. You try to do something nice.
I'm sorry, Michael.
It just get screwed up.
No good deed goes unpunished, but I appreciate the thought.
I just sent him the address, and then it came up. It said timer expired. What does that mean?
Oh no!
It means
Checked
he
out
was
on you.
waiting. Yeah,
He
it
might
means
have
he was
canceled.
he was at Side Splitters waiting. He didn't hear back from you.
Means you got a free breakfast.
Did you
Yeah.
talk to him, Joe, or you just?
I texted him and said, "Where are you?" I'm standing out in front of the house. He said, "I'm next to a spire." I'm like, "What is a spire?" He's like, "This took me to Side Splitters." I said, "Oh, okay."
don't.
What? I'm not. I said, oh, that's.
Oh,
We've
Your
all made
eyes-
mistakes before.
Your eyes said.
You're reading stuff into it.
You're right. You're right.
I don't know why you're laughing at Mike.
I'm
He
laughing
tried
at
to order
Mike.
you breakfast.
Don't turn it
You're a
around.
bad person.
I was like so excited that we were timing this with a
I
commercial
know.
break
I'm
and
sorry.
our food was here. Now I'm asking this guy if he can bring it here.
Do you want me to go meet him and bring the food here?
No, I want him to bring it here.
See if BT's down there doing some work early or something.
Eating my bacon right
Yeah.
now.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it. We were talking about Caitlin Clark playing the Big Three with Ice Cube that he has offering
Yeah.
her $5 million. Former NBA star Gilbert Arenas wasn't convinced that she would find success either. He says she's too small. She's 6 feet, 155 pounds to compete against compete in the league with a bunch of former ex NBA giants.
Yeah.
They said they were talking about it, and Kenyon Martin said that the Big Three league is like a step above prison ball. Like it's rough.
Yeah, it's rough.
that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So she's a great shooter when there's not a giant in front of her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Her one-on-one game is not going to be good enough. to
Yeah,
get
I was-
one of those.
her
They
playing-
want her to play against men.
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
and that's like, listen, she's playing against other females, and she's a great shooter. You put her against men, I'm with Kenyon Martin. She's
Yeah.
not scoring 1 point.
And they're gonna really not want her to ever do anything because
Right.
she's a woman. They don't want to have that. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Yeah.
They're gonna be extra
Yeah.
tough.
This
Yeah.
guy just said, I said, can you bring it to the right address? He said, adding to the tip with a question mark. I'm already giving him 20%.
Well, yeah,
I
but
just-
now he has to go out of his way.
I just said yes.
Yeah.
I said yes.
Reluctantly. Are you gonna give him cash or are you gonna do it through the app?
I'll do it through the app,
Okay.
just to be a dick.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he's not wrong. There's no nice way to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
You know what I
you're-
mean?
and the fee would be more.
Yeah. I
Oh,
got
yeah,
him.
okay.
I got him covered. Just bring my. Okay.
Tell him you can have 2 slices of bacon. Kenan Thompson addressed the Quiet on the Set documentary. Of course, he was on Nickelodeon for a long time. He said that he did not have much contact with Dan Snyder, but he said his heart goes out to anyone who is victimized.
I don't believe it. I don't
do.
believe it. I think a lot of these people are they're gonna say that because they're like, I made
I don't
my
wanna be
money.
part of this.
I'm set. I don't want to have anything fall on me.
Did you watch the documentary?
I watched it, yeah.
All the black kids were like, well, my parents were like, this guy's kind of creepy, right? You should probably
Yeah.
stay away. Probably stay away.
Yeah, the one that I watched, the one black kid, his mom was there, and his mom was like, "I don't think you should be doing that.
Yeah,
I don't think this
yeah.
should be evidence."
Giving neck massages
to the
over
point
here. Yeah.
where they were like, "Hey, we got to get the mom off the
Yeah,
set.
outta
She knows what's going on."
And I don't know if we talked about this. I also don't know if this has been confirmed, but Drake, he's the one that came out and said he was the one who was touched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Not just
but-
touch.
Yeah.
Not,
By the
yeah,
way,
not just touched.
not Drake, the Drake Bell.
Yeah.
So we're not confusing.
like,
Yeah.
what?
Yes,
Because
Drake
the other
Bell.
Drake was also a child star, so you have to kind of
Right. So Drake Bell is the one who came out and said he was touched by the guy,
Angel.
and but then Josh Peck from Drake and Josh, his wife said that he took hush money to not be on the documentary series of Quiet on the Set. to
Why would she
expose
say
him.
that?
I don't know. And again, I don't know if this was confirmed. This could have been a fake headline from one of those dumb newspapers. We didn't report it. I just saw it, and I saw it a couple of times, and I don't think we talked about it.
This is why once a year I punch my wife in the mouth.
Wait.
And I go, just know not to open your mouth when
Yeah.
you're on.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's not true. I don't do that. Twice a year. No, I don't know why would she say that? You know what I mean?
But
If
again,
that was
why
true.
wasn't he on? But why wasn't he a part of it?
Another guy has a successful career in Hollywood probably didn't want everything to do with it.
Yeah.
Who also probably was never molested.
Yeah. I mean,
Nobody wants a fat kid.
There's plenty of reasons why, but there's also that, well, it could be possible. He could have taken money to not be a part of it.
Yep.
That's also very possible.
Do you remember the last thing I saw that Josh kid in was the show that he had on Fox with John Stamos?
Yeah.
Where John Stamos was his dad. He found out and he ran a restaurant and stuff. It was not great, but it wasn't bad.
Right.
You know, it was a Fox sitcom where you're like, all right, whatever, but it was all right. But it wound up getting canceled. Finally, in news, here are 6 signs that someone is a bad friend.
Okay.
All right.
All
So
right.
think whether this applies to you or somebody you know.
You know what? Can we do this when we come back?
Absolutely.
Because
We can take a break.
I'd like to apply this towards some of the people in this room,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
all right.
you look at
including
you.
myself. No. I think it more falls on me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be honest.
6 signs if you're someone's bad friend.
The driver is writing to me and then stopping and then writing and stopping and
Oh, he's
writing
probably
and
driving.
stopping.
Just trying to figure out how to get more stuff out of you. Can I get some Starbucks too? I need an oil change.
Yeah.
He's probably like, are you sure this is the right address?
All right, we'll take a break and we'll come back and find out if you're a good friend or a bad friend next on 102.5 The Bone. Still trying to track down our breakfast. What an idiot. The worst is, can I tell you something else?
Sure.
I ordered food, clearly the side splitters, and I sent Tom to go pick it up. When Tom went to go pick it up, they were closed. And he was like, I mean, it said they were open, and everything was good. And then he
You
got there.
ordered food.
I ordered food. Sorry.
Okay,
I sent
yeah.
Tom to go pick it up, though, instead of. And he got there, and they were closed, and they said the order is for tomorrow. Like when you send it, it says it'll be ready tomorrow at noon. Well, I didn't see that. You know what I mean? So, and I got to call them and get a refund on that now. I'm getting crazy. This is getting. I'm down $250 from food we didn't eat.
Now, what is the common denominator of all these?
Steve, the memory guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, I'm gonna tell you, I'm at that age now where it's just not everything. I don't like. My brother was saying this the other day how my grandparents, who were not really that old, they were like in their 80s, early 80s, and they had it together. And my brother would go over there and show them stuff on his computer and everything, and we're like, we're gonna buy you a computer, and they were like, no. And we're like, no, we'll buy it for you. And they're like, yeah, but what does it cost a month? We're like, nothing. We'll pay for everything. And they're like, no, we don't want one in the house. It was the devil to them. They did not want the computer.
I think you probably get to a certain age. Like, we're trying to keep up with everything,
Right.
all the different technology and all the different social media and all that stuff. I feel like there's going to be an age where we hit a wall and we go, that's it.
Too
I'm not
much.
doing anything else. I had a guy, in fact, I just went, what was it, last week or whatever, to the haircut place up here, and I check in online because you use the app
I
and
do
you
that
check
too,
in
yeah.
online. And as I walked in, he walked in right before me, and they go, how you doing? Did you check in online? And he goes, I don't do any of that online crap, whatever this, that. And they go, did you check in online? And I go, yeah, and walked right past him. And I go,
Yeah,
that's why you check in
That's why
online.
you check in. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I know. I just know that I'm also getting not old, but just a little uninterested in things. Oh,
Would you like to know where Spanish is?
yes.
He just texted. He's pooping.
Well, what's wrong with him? Can't his beads make him poop during the
You
commercials?
think.
Joe,
Yes, Michael.
we gotta find money to give this guy.
What do we?
Do you have
Oh,
$20 on you?
no.
Joe? You asked Joe?
It's $20. Not.
I mean, it's not that
I
funny,
know.
Carmen.
I know. borrow it after the show.
No, I mean,
I'll Venmo it.
no.
to you.
You're buying breakfast.
No,
I'll
no.
give the tip. That's fine.
It's ridiculous. Anyway, where were we at? What were we doing? We were talking about something I can't even remember.
We were talking about at a certain age, you just go, okay, I'm done with.
Oh no! We were gonna get into bad friends.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So I have a list of 6 signs someone is a bad friend. Okay.
Spanish,
So
everything come out all right?
you
What?
can.
But hold on. What are you eating that you gotta poop during the show every day?
Well, I
Emergencies, too.
yeah, that one was an emergency for real. I've just been eating more because for the last couple weeks I wasn't really eating much. So now that I'm eating more, it's just been a lot more regular.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do you wash your hands?
I did.
You use soap?
Yeah.
Oh, he rinsed.
No, I used soap.
Rinsed. Come on, man.
Which bathroom did you go in?
The same one I always go. It's got the heated seat.
Oh, good. Okay. I never
You just
go
smell
in
your
there.
hand.
Yeah, to make sure.
Yeah, that was-
Hey, there's
What?
always a
That's
chance,
so
baby.
weird.
Make sure he hands out the breakfast.
Oh.
Here you go. Here's your bacon. Let me just get a handful of those home fries. All right. No problem.
My germs.
All right, here we go. So 6 signs someone's a bad friend. You can either apply this to yourself or point out somebody that you think this applies to.
Yeah.
They take way more than they give. Friendships are rarely 50-50, but they definitely shouldn't be 90-10. Who is somebody that takes more? I'm sorry,
I feel your look.
I had to turn to my right there very hard.
I don't know. Joe's a giver.
I am a giver.
How?
I mean, I take out the trash. I take care of the dogs.
Yeah,
You know.
I mean, to me, he's a
Those are
good
two
friend.
things you take.
I
You
clean up
take
the
out the
garage.
trash. You take care of them.
How much breakfasts has he bought?
No, but we all have roles. I buy the breakfast. He walks the dogs.
Yeah.
What's
That's
his
it.
role?
Everything
Yeah,
else.
what's my role?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, like you're here for your job. You know what I mean? He's
Yeah.
here to hang out.
Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that.
Joe is a great support, emotional support animal. I'll tell you that. He is amazing.
He's
So
a good
I-
service dog.
Straight up, dude. He's one of the best
Wait.
emotional support. Yeah.
I'm thinking about so Pete is, I would say Pete's 50-50. I might even say Pete's 60-40 with him being in the higher than I am. And then who else? Bobby, that's definitely a 50-50. He's more annoying, but I'm equally as annoying.
I
so-
will tell
Bobby's
you-
very like needy.
yeah.
Not
Needy, yeah.
yeah, needy. 'Cause He
Yeah,
needs you to answer his phone.
emotionally, it's 90-10.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But it's okay because we make up for it in other ways. So I would say it's closer to 50-50.
I was going to say, Joe at least realizes his role. He's like, listen, I'm not buying any lunches or breakfast or whatever, but I'll take your dogs out and I'll take the trash. Like, and you go, hey, can someone? Joe will be like, I'll do that.
Yeah, so I worked in a place one time in Miami before I was in radio, and it was like a call center for a catalog. You know, it was not a big deal. It was a catalog company, but the people who owned it worked in the call center, and there were people who answered the phone at the catalog orders. And then every once in a while, somebody had to throw the garbage, and then somebody had to just take a scrubber to the toilet because we were just all the people there working there, and we had to make sure it was clean. So everybody kind of does their chores around the office. So that's kind of the way I see Joe contributing.
I will never forget. My brother Tim is a hard worker. He's a guy who has his own businesses and started from the ground floor and did everything. And when we worked in the nightclub business, we did everything. Every job that there was in there, we did it. So I remember one time a waitress who's making $300 a night easily.
Oh, wow.
Some guy puked on the table, and one of the things was the waitresses would clean the table as they go and they're serving and doing the stuff. And she's like, the guy puked on the table, and Tim goes, okay, can you clean it off? And she goes, it's puke. And he goes, yeah, just get some cardboard, go over there, scrape it in the trash can, spray it down, wash it off on her. And she goes, he puked out, and Tim goes, okay, you can go home.
Yeah.
And she goes, what? And he goes, go home. If you're not cleaning up the puke, you can sit there and make $300 and flirt with guys and do all that stuff. But when it comes to that, you have to do that's part of the job.
Right.
You have to do
Somebody's
that.
gotta clean
He
the
goes,
puke.
so you take tonight off. He goes, and I'll do that, and it'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'd
And she
clean the puke,
started
Michael.
crying.
I
would definitely clean the puke.
Yeah, what are you, above the puke cleaning?
That's it, though.
Joe, you're the best. You'll clean the puke, but you'll also be the one who pukes.
Yeah, he cleans it with his hand.
But it's
take
like
care of it.
9 times out of 10, you're having fun, you're talking to people, you're getting a bunch of money. Every once in a while, you got to clean some puke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's how it works.
True.
That's a great analogy, man.
The next one is if your bad friend could be a bad friend, they're brutally honest. They should be honest and tell you stuff that you don't want to hear, but they should never be mean about it. They also shouldn't criticize every little thing.
All right, Galvin, give him the money.
It's out my car, so now I got to go out there.
Anybody have 20 bucks you can borrow?
This way. Go into open that up. It's
You
in
have it,
my
Spencer?
center console, and it's in
I
my
have 15.
No, just go ahead.
Center
It's
console.
Yeah, it's in my money clip right
All
there.
right.
I know how much is in there. Only take 20. By the way, I turned in my lottery tickets the other day. I save up the lottery tickets and I'll take them all at once, scratch offs and this and that.
Right.
And I had no idea. I was like, I don't know. I think I won a little bit on this scratch off, whatever. It was like $140. I was like, hey, all right, not too shabby. But I also probably invested like $500.
Yeah. But it's good if you wait like that. You don't remember loss. You just remember the winning. So.
Oh, by the way, not to totally get off on a sidetrack, but I was checking my lottery tickets and I have the person do it and they scratch and they do the thing. And so, it's $2. And you're like, okay, that's grandiose for $2, whatever. But then, no, that one didn't win anything. And then, and I'm looking around and I look over at the screen and it says $18,366. And I went, I thought, and it was showing how much they gave away in the last month. And I was like, oh, that was $1. Cool. Not 18,000.
Cool.
All right, thanks. Who is brutally honest to the point where they,
I'd say both of you are.
but Are we brutally honest where we're telling you stuff you don't want to hear,
No.
but we also are mean about it?
I don't think that's
Nah.
considered brutally honest, though.
It doesn't have to be mean.
Yeah.
You got off air. You both are brutally honest, but neither of you are mean about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes.
Well, yeah.
My wife is pretty honest with me. I think that's good. That's
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
you
and
need
I'm
that.
honest with her.
Yeah.
I may find nice ways to say things. You know what I mean? But I'm honest with her. I'm trying to think of who.
I also don't like people that dance around stuff. Just tell me.
Yeah. I agree.
Pete and I are pretty brutally honest with
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah.
I mean, almost to the point where we make fun of each other. So I'll give you that.
I
yeah.
do not like to be lied to. I do not like holding information back like Joe does. I don't like that type of stuff. Just tell
Yeah.
you.
Tell her how it is.
But I'll tell you, there are times where I go to Pete. Why didn't you tell me that? And Pete goes, "Because I know you, and if I would have told you this on Friday, you would have killed everybody."
Yeah, yeah.
All right, Pete.
I
Yeah,
get that.
yeah.
I think brutally honest is good because if what if I'm talking to this new girl and you guys know who she is? You could be like, "Yo, honestly, I heard she gets around.
Yeah.
Not the girl for you.
I'd be
I
like-
want that."
I'd be like,
Yeah.
yo, Dizzy, she got AIDS.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's brutally honest. Number 3, they don't respond well to feedback. Like if you tell them they made you angry or hurt your feelings, are they receptive to that or do they dismiss it?
That means like a good friend will be
Receptive.
receptive to that.
Correct.
Yeah.
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 So far, I got a lot of really good friends.
Well, Bobby's not, but when I tell Bobby he's aggressive, he goes, "I'm not aggressive."
Yeah.
I feel like if you were like, oh, you hurt my feelings, I'd go, yeah, well, grow up. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not receptive.
Not receptive.
Not receptive.
Grow up. I've said that a lot. Grow up.
They rarely initiate communication. Are you always the one checking in or reaching out to make plans? It can also apply to staying in touch with old friends.
I'm bad at that, so I'm trying to be better at that this year because I do not check in with old friends.
I'm bad at that, and I'm not changing it.
Yeah, well, and we're all on our own journey.
I talk to people I want to talk to, and then occasionally I'll think of somebody and I'll go, oh yeah, and I'll shoot them a text.
Yeah, that's exactly what I do. Like, I don't see Moose all the time, but I'm friends with Moose. By the way, Moose showed up at my house the other day and brought me a present out of
Yeah?
the blue, and he brought a shirt for Joe. I got to give it to Joe.
Okay.
Did you get a tumbler?
No, he got me a Pearl Jam poster that he picked up somewhere.
Oh, really?
cool.
Have
Yeah.
you seen the tumblers he does?
No.
He does really.
they're
good-
awesome.
Yeah, really. Carmen got one. He gave my wife the Bronx tumbler.
Oh,
And
that's
it's really
cool.
cool. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, he does nice things like that, and I see him every once in a while. But Moose and I will always be friends, even though we don't see each other all the time. Same thing, I haven't seen Iverson in a while, but I always consider him one of my closest friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not Island.
Oh.
No.
I'm just gonna blow past
Talking about practice?
He's a cool guy.
Number 5 is they won't take no for an answer. Like when you don't want to go out on a weeknight and they keep pressuring you, or you don't want to talk about something and they won't stop prodding.
See, I disagree with that. I think sometimes you need that. Like,
A little push.
yeah, like a couple of weekends ago for Reggae Rise Up, I did not want to go anywhere. I just wanted to be at home by myself, and
Yeah.
Ian would not take no for an answer.
Come on, bro.
You know-
He was like, he showed up and he's like, "Come on, I got to get you out of the house."
And
I was
he,
like,
yeah,
"All right."
he was doing that for
Yeah.
your benefit. That's like I told the story about Geddy Lee said whenever Neil Peart passed away and he didn't want to do anything and they were somewhere and he ran into Robert Plant and Robert Plant was like, hey, we're playing. You should come out tonight. And he was like, I don't think so. He goes, you have to eventually get
Yeah.
out. You have to come out and do stuff. So he said it was one of the greatest nights. He
Yeah.
goes, because it was music, something that he loved, and it got his mind off of it and it worked out for him.
Yeah, Ian was right because it was a very helpful afternoon.
Yeah, I that's where I'm not a good friend because I go, "Huh, fine, you don't want to go, stay."
Yeah,
No, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, but
I'm not gonna commit
you do both though, because then there'll be times where no, I want to. No, you're telling me. You're telling me, what, you know.
Pete will call me up. He's like, "All right, on the 14th of September, we got a table at the Ryan Callahan Foundation party, and it's me, you, Amanda, and I go, yeah, it's a Tuesday night. I'm not going. I got a table. You got. I'm not going. I'm the bad friend.
You were good when I was younger and I needed help with some situations that I was in. You were real good about getting me out and making sure I wasn't letting myself slip into bad habits.
Yeah, that won't happen.
Yeah,
Finally
really
give
worked
up on
out.
you.
Yeah.
And then the final one is they always gossip in a way that tears people down. That's what gossip is. Everyone gossips on some level, but are they mean about it? If so, they might be talking about you the same way behind your back.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I agree with that too. I've realized some friends that did that.
Listen, the only good gossip is bad gossip.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't ever want to hear like, oh my God, you hear about Brian? He's doing really well. You know what I mean? No, everyone's like, oh, good for him. Whatever you want to hear. Did you hear about Susan? She killed a guy. Yeah, that's what you want to hear.
She's a real piece of trash.
Yeah.
I feel like if it's topical, it makes sense. Like we're in a discussion about something like, oh, you know who else is late all the time? So and so. But if they just bring them out of the blue all the time, you're like, you probably talk about me when I'm not around.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I love gossip.
I assume that people talk about everyone behind their back.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like Galvin, I don't think I talk about you behind your back, but I am sure I have said stuff
I'm
to my
sure.
wife about you. Not like, oh, you know what Galvin did today, but not like tattletaling you. But I'm sure there's things that I've said that were maybe just on my mind. You know what I mean? That's not talking behind your back.
Yeah, but I'm sure there's been, and I'm usually the first one out of here, so I'm sure there's been a situation where whatever the last break was, and then I go and whether it's you or whoever goes, God, Galvin, whenever he said that was dumb, or I didn't like that.
There may just be talking about it, but talking behind it, like if I was like, do you think Galvin's gaining weight? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that would be something where you talk behind your back. Yeah. You think Galvin's got less perfect hair than he does?
How dare you?
His calves really aren't that big.
That's talking behind somebody's back. That's one thing I pride myself on. I'll say it right to your face. Spanish.
Yeah.
You look dumb with those beads on.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And I know that my opinion doesn't really matter to anybody but me, but I'll just tell you what I think.
I appreciate
Also, I don't really care. If somebody says something, I'm like, all right, whatever.
I'm on
and
the board.
if they do that, if they're talking behind your back, then I just go, oh, pussy, you can't say it to my face.
that. Yeah.
And if you're talking behind my back, like I probably don't like you to begin with.
Right, exactly.
I know you don't like me. Why don't you just say
Yeah. Oh, no. I'm kidding.
I am borderline right now. I got somebody who's keeps trying to get into my circle that I wanted. I'm trying to be nice, but I'm gonna get to the point now where I'm just gonna be like, listen, I don't like you. I
Yeah.
don't like you. I
Sometimes
don't
you
know.
have
Yeah,
to.
but I'm trying to be nice because it's not somebody that I hate. I just don't want to be their friend.
But you're very good with situations like that. Like it seems like you stress yourself out more, but when you're in the situation, you always know exactly what to say when you're not
There's the
mad.
truth.
But
Yeah.
but also there's some people like Spanish that will wear you down. and that person, and maybe this person is one of those people.
Yeah.
Like eventually you will just like them. You know
like
what
No,
I mean?
I don't.
Answer.
It's funny. I don't see this person a lot, but every once in a while they're like, "Hey, we should do this. We do that. We do that." And I go, "Hey," and I never do it.
I think I know.
Oh
who
my
it is.
Oh, well, you do?
Oh,
Okay. You think you know too?
Say it out loud.
I'm saying out loud.
No, because it's clearly somebody I don't want to hurt their feelings. So I'm like, but I'm borderline going like,
Yeah.
I don't know. We're
Yeah.
never going to be friends.
Yeah.
I have a question. Does everybody assume that Joe stole my car?
Yes.
No, I'm sure he's waiting for the food guy. Yeah.
He is doing donuts right now in the cul-de-sac.
I feel like he stole my car and he's taking pictures of all my credit cards and everything.
Text me who you think it is.
You want me to text the group or just you?
I don't care.
Somebody
Don't
that
say
you think is trying to get into
I know,
your
for sure.
Well, no, I mean they're trying to get into your group of friends, but
Like
you
trying to
don't
be
like them.
trying to be friends with me, and we're not really friends. We like kind of know each other through other people.
So maybe but
Did you
maybe he
text
just
everyone?
wants
No,
to be
no,
your
no,
friend.
No?
That guy, he's all right. No, it's I definitely don't want to say it on the air, so I'll tell you during the break.
All right. Well, there
I'll
you go.
text you,
That's
Carmen.
the 6 things you might be a bad friend or have a bad friend if they do all those things.
Who would you say is your best friend in Spanish?
Probably Joe.
Joe, right?
Yeah.
I would say that too.
Yeah.
That makes the most sense. And
Yeah,
Galvin,
been
you
through a
say
lot.
yours is Kevin?
Kevin, yeah. Outside of my brothers, yeah, Kevin would be my best friend.
I don't know how you can be friends with Kevin. He's so weird.
He is so because I can tell him. I go, you're an idiot. You're so weird. And he goes, and then he laughs and claps and does. That.
Wait, what?
He does. He acts like a weird autistic kid.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed getting closer to Dizzy, especially this past week. Dizzy's a good friend.
I gotta tell you,
Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, man.
you're upsetting Joe
Why?
because you
Yeah,
guys.
dizzy.
Oh, yeah.
That's why we let him tag along yesterday.
Yeah.
We should throw him a bone.
Yeah, every once in a while. But I got to tell you, I have a blast with Dizzy, and Dizzy is good at being honest, but not being mean. He always says before, he's like, I'm going to tell you, it might hurt your feelings, but I have to tell you. I'm always like, all right, I'm ready to hear
Why
it.
did you look at me when you said not being mean?
Because you always hurt my feelings.
I love hanging out with Spanish. I'm getting used to some of the things he does, and not in a bad way, because I'm not used to it with my friends. Like yesterday, he's like, "Hey, can you talk about something?" Like, "Yeah, always." And then he's like, "Let's FaceTime," and we FaceTime for like 50 minutes.
You in Spanish?
Yeah, I've never FaceTimed a guy.
That is
You know
gay.
why? You're not gay. That's why.
Yeah.
I'd rather kiss you than FaceTime you.
That's not true.
I was like, all right, this is a thing, I guess. All right, let's do it, I guess.
It was nice. It was good
Yeah.
to see you. I
And it
enjoyed
was-
seeing your face.
Yeah, he was like, "Can you see me? Can you see me?" I was like, "Yeah, man, I can see you."
Oh, really? Bobby's a FaceTimer too.
Yeah.
Which I'm not
nice.
mad at it, but it's something I have to get used to.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate your patience.
That is awkward. I don't even like when you call me, let alone a FaceTime.
I know it hurts my feelings because
But it's a
I
text.
wish-
Just text me.
No, there are some things I need to discuss with you. Like when you call me, I know there are things you wouldn't put in text that you want to say. You know what I mean? Like with the pub crawl, I knew that it was going to be too much to text. You're not going to read.
Oh, that's
along,
different. It was
you
going
know
to be
what I
too
mean?
much to text. It's
Yeah.
different.
So I call you and you just ignore.
Most
me.
of my friends, if I was like, "Can I FaceTime you?" They're like, "What, do you want me to play with it for you?" Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
No,
What are
I
we
just
doing?
like
What are we doing?
you give good advice, so I
Yeah.
wanted to see. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Yeah.
I'm not mad at it.
I don't know that
Yeah.
I don't know that I've ever FaceTimed Pete.
I've
I'm sure that we have,
you have.
but I've never been like, "Hey, what's up?"
When we used to go to Pipple Toddler and stay the night down in Sarasota or whatever, and when we would leave breakfast, when we were talking about stories, we would FaceTime Pete and go back and forth. in the
Yeah,
car.
but I never sit in my house. I'm like, let me see what Pete's up to on FaceTime.
FaceTime,
ever.
no.
I don't FaceTime anyone. The only person that I think I've ever FaceTime with is my brother Tim.
Yeah.
And that's because he wants to show me something.
Yeah,
Look at
yeah.
this, whatever.
You know who's a blast to FaceTime is Carmen. She's always fun to FaceTime.
So I had
stuff.
Yeah, shit.
No, she's not showing stuff. She's just when she laughs because her face makes me laugh, and when
Oh.
she smiles, it makes me smile. Yeah,
Yeah, she's got adorable laugh.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember the only time Carmen ever FaceTime me, I was at the Glazier Children's Museum with my kids, and they were very little on a Saturday, and my FaceTime came in, and it was Carmen, and I go, "Oh, this is something's wrong here," and I go, "Hello," and here I am in fake Publix at the Glazier Children's Museum, and there's Carmen and Kayla semi-dressed sitting on a bed together, and I'm like, "What is going on here?" And they're like, "Hi, we're just FaceTiming people." And I went, "Okay."
Oh yeah.
Ran to the car.
You're welcome.
What are you guys doing? I'm at the Glacier Children's Museum. What are you?
Somebody watch these stupid kids.
If you ever get a text, this was not from Carmen and Kayla. If you ever get a text from two girls and they're in bed together, like just sitting on a bed, and they go, "What are you doing? Why don't you come over?" Know that that's a threesome.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Or it's
Thanks.
a trap and they're gonna steal your.
Worth rolling the dice on.
Oh no.
Worth rolling the dice
Yeah,
on.
maybe.
If you get that text and you're like, "Hey, what are you doing? Why don't you come over?" And you go, "Oh, no. I see what's happening here. There's no way.
I'm so excited for
Just
this.
give me the address just in case."
If you're ever having a conversation with two girls at the bar and one of them says that she does blah, 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 better than the other one, just know that they're going to have a competition.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're asking for the contest.
And you're going to have a good night.
All right, let us take a break. Joe is still gone.
Yep.
Still not
Yeah,
back.
we're
Joe,
never
you-
gonna-
He's gone
Took
for
all the
good.
food.
He's already
and Galvin's car.
He's on the way to Pork Canaveral.
Can I just tell you that the guy went to the wrong place and then drove here and still got the food faster than it usually gets here.
Yeah.
So we're in pretty
Yeah.
good shape
Well,
there.
He went
be
to the right
honest,
place.
He did not go to the wrong place,
All
right?
He went to a different place.
Yeah.
That's different. When we come back from break, I used to talk to Wendy Ryan all the time when she first came here from California because she did the restaurant reviews and went in there and looked at the dirty dining and there's a dirty dining one this week that I just read about that is so gross that I can't wait
no.
because it's someplace that a lot of people are eating at. I'll tell you about it when we come back. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone.
How's your guys' breakfast?
Bad friend.
Carmen.
What? You guys have been talking about it all morning.
Oh man.
I'm just checking in.
Oh, that's all it is?
We've turned you into a monster.
Listen, I've been staring at Bone TV and I've just been watching Galvin's expression because the camera's just stuck on Galvin.
So don't worry. Karen Jit's working on it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Karen Jit from Uber Eats chat support. He said, "Thanks for letting us know about this. It sounds like a frustrating experience." And I wrote, "Yeah, can you refund my money? I apologize for the inconvenience caused to you. I understand how you feel about not receiving your ordered meal." Yeah. So about that refund, Karen Jit,
Wait, what?
I still have nothing. We have no food, no order,
Oh,
no
no.
nothing. So what happens next?
Can you see the driver anymore?
No. He already
Okay.
marked it as delivered.
I got you. When he got to Side Splitters.
No.
Oh,
So he went to Side Splitters. I talked to him and I said, "Can you bring it here?" And he said, "It's kind of out of the way." And I go, "I'll take care of you." And he wrote, "It's going to take me 23 minutes to get there, and it's missing a lot of orders." I said, "I will take care. I will tip you when you get here." And he was like, "Okay." And I said, "Thank you for doing that." And then my wife said, "The gate called. There's an Uber delivery for you." And I said, "Great." And then he never made it here. And then it was marked at 8:08 this morning, delivered.
he's eating it.
He could be choke on it for all I care. I just want to know why it didn't get here.
Yeah.
Like he made it through the gate. How
I was
did it
going
not
to say,
get
I
it?
never knew that he made it to the gate.
Made it through the
Yeah.
gate.
That's weird.
Now Karen Jits goes to me.
Oh no.
He's giving me
She's in on
prescribed
it.
responses. He's giving me prescribed responses, and when I go, "Hey, where's my cash at?" I ain't getting any money. Meanwhile, if this guy takes a picture of the food and it's sitting outside the Side Splitters, I'll laugh my ass off.
Oh man.
So I don't know what's going on. But
He took it to the funny bone.
yeah. Jesus Christ. Hold on. Hello? Karanjit? Are you there? Okay. This is the weirdest experience ever. Oh, hold on.
Update.
Wait a minute.
Can you please confirm that you want me to refund in initial payment method or in Uber Cash? If you chose initial payment method, it will be reflect your account in 3 to 5 business days. Uber credit will be immediately applied to your account.
Yeah.
Cash.
Yeah, I usually do Uber Cash because you're ordering more.
Yeah, I go
Yeah.
with Uber.
No, I want my refund.
Oh, you want your
Refund.
back on the card, please?
Yeah, I usually spend that money again
Totally.
in the next 3 to 5 days. So I just get the
Yeah, you're like, it was already gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably that too, but I just no. And now I'll never check to make sure that they refunded this anyway. And we have no breakfast.
I'm
what
sorry.
what a goddamn shame.
I
The
know.
Jip. This
I
is
wish
the
we could
Jip.
teach you how to drive so you could run out and get food.
Well, someday.
You drive to your own funeral.
Yeah.
Here's one place you don't want to eat. One of the most popular restaurants, Tampa's Blank Bar and Grill restaurant, has closed down for the 3rd time this month because of failed health inspections.
Now, are you saying you're not giving the name, or
I
is
will
it
give
actually-
out. I want to see if you
Oh,
can
okay.
guess.
So something Bar and Grill.
Well, they don't really call it that. They only call it by the one name.
Okay.
According to reports, Wing House, located on Columbus Drive in Tampa, needed to be shut down for what?
Bug killing.
Rats.
Roaches. I agree.
Stinky pantyhose.
Ooh, that'd probably be true too.
man.
What?
They had to be shut down for a rodent problem.
Worse.
After pulling the public health inspection records, we were left in shock. Apparently, this location has been shut down several times this year because of rodents, insects, and temperature control issues. According to the report, not every issue was listed as high priority. Some were listed as basic after reviewing the report posted on the public health inspector site. After combing through several reports on this specific location, here is what they found. On March 13th, 2024, the problems are split up into basic and high priority categories. High priority violations are those that could contribute directly to a foodborne illness or injury. It could potentially include items such as cooking, reheating, and cooling. Basic violations are considered to be best practices, blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to get to the good stuff. Here were the basic issues. Employee beverage container on a food prep area. So if somebody was drinking something and they left it on a cooler, big deal. Employee eating wings in the back kitchen. Yeah, it's a wing place.
Right?
Well, big deal.
what's the matter with that?
Am I supposed to go outside in my car?
Yeah.
A bug zapper was installed over the food prep area.
Now we're getting into some
Falls right into the wings.
There's cranberries in my salad?
What?
No,
Oh,
no,
my
they're
God.
not. No.
High priority issues. One live rodent eating food across from the mop sink.
There was Ratatouille.
Oh my God. So they actually saw a live rat eating food in the kitchen.
That's what I'm saying. You don't set out like traps or something. Like you don't.
Oh, inhumane.
Because I'm just saying, if they saw this when they were doing an inspection, then the employees had to have known about this.
Oh,
problem.
yeah.
Oh, Steve, the big old rat we have?
Yeah, but you know what I mean. So you don't go to the store and get a rat trap or something, and just put them around. I don't know. That just seems. how do you let it get that bad?
Yeah. That's rough.
Small flying insects in the kitchen, food prep area, and food storage area. Rodent activity present. What is that? Rodent activity.
That mean probably like they're finding
They saw
droppings.
it.
if
Yeah.
there's
Droppings.
rodent activity present.
Rodent droppings,
Yeah.
a separate category.
Oh.
Yeah.
More than 30 rodent droppings found on the floor.
Okay.
But
That
see, the thing is this is just one that we hear of.
Yep.
Think about all the other ones that go undetected.
Don't
or
make me
you
do
know,
it.
it makes you like not want to eat out.
Yeah.
But then you go out and you're like, oh, it's delicious. I'll eat a little rat poop. Like, it's not that bad.
That's gross. And they also had temperature abuse and temperature control. And that is absolutely the grossest thing that I've ever heard. Yeah, and I get it, Carmen. This is not going to stop me from ever eating at a wing house again.
Right.
I mean-
Because I got to tell you, the other day I drove by one and they do like bottomless, boneless wings on Wednesday or something like that. And I was like, that sounds like a great deal. I could go over it. But it was like $15, all the boneless wings I can eat. Okay.
Boneless
I got to be honest with you.
rat
I
droppings.
think I've been to a wing house maybe 3 times.
Same.
Never good.
Yeah, I don't even remember the last time I was in a wing
And
house.
it's not, oh, well, they had this. It just wasn't good.
It's hard when you're compared to Hooters.
Yeah,
when you're
Hooters
compared
far
to the
superior.
best. Right.
Oh, I would invite a rodent to eat with me at Hooters.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
You
right.
do every time. Me and Joe go with you.
Yeah, that's true.
I can't believe we got screwed out of breakfast.
Is there anything I could do to make it better?
Can
Go
you
get
make a
breakfast.
quinoa Powerball?
No, I cannot.
No. So there's nothing you can do.
So what do we think happened?
So okay, so the guy, this is I'll explain everything, including my errors. I ordered the food from First Watch. I must have ordered it from the First Watch on Dale Mabry, and then deliver it to Side Splitters.
Because the last time you got delivery was at Side Splitter,
Right.
so it was still set there. You didn't realize.
Right.
So then you realize it's
The guy
delivered.
shows up.
Right.
We go outside to look for him. He's not there. You have to give him a PIN number. So
Well,
they-
from Side Splitters, you had to finagle him and say, "Hey, listen."
well, I'm getting there. Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
when the delivery driver shows up, you have to give him a PIN number. And I sent Joe out there to give him the PIN number, and he's not there. So I contact the guy and I go, "We don't see you." And he's like, "I'm at Side Splitters." And we're like, "Side Splitters? Well, that's crazy." So then I realize what's going on, and I say, "Can you bring it here?" And he says, "Well, it's kind of out of the way, going for a tip."
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
You give them a PIN number? Is that something that you set so that you
Yeah, because I have it where
contact?
they leave it at the front door.
right?
I don't really know.
Yeah, so they'll do a PIN number. Sometimes if I've only gotten it when the order is over like $100.
Oh, I've never had that happen.
that's probably it.
and I
Yeah.
just have them leave it at the door.
They'll leave it at the door,
Huh.
and then they'll ask you. Uber will ask you for the PIN number that
Yeah,
they
but
gave
I've easily done over 100.
you. Oh,
So I sent Joe out there with the phone and the PIN number, but there was no driver.
right.
And then when we realized where he was, I asked him if he would come here, and he was hinting that he'd want more of a tip. And I said, "That's fine." He said, "It's 23 minutes from where I am. It's out of my delivery range, and I'm missing a lot of orders." And I said, "I will take care of you." So in addition to the $23 we were giving him on the order, we were giving him another $20 when he got here. So that would probably cover his
Absolutely.
time. So he called, the gate called, and my wife texted me and said, "You have an Uber here." And I said, "Okay, good." So I sent Joe out there. Never made it. Like he actually got through the gate, but never made it
And
here.
then said he delivered it on
Yeah,
top of that.
at 8:08.
Yeah.
So once he delivered at Side Splitters, was he off the app where he
No,
wasn't?
no. At Side Splitters, he was there at like 7:30.
No. But I'm saying, could you see him coming here from Side Splitters?
No, I wasn't watching the thing, but
Oh,
I was
okay.
communicating with him. I was texting him, so the order was still open.
Yeah.
And then at 8:08, it said the order was here. Joe's out there. There's no order.
Nothing.
Check my neighbors' houses. They didn't get any orders.
I did.
I blame
You blame Joe.
I blame
I
Joe.
did. I
mean-
I peeked in the windows, Michael. There's nothing over there.
What?
What?
So now, hold on. Now we have the order has been refunded, and we never gave him the tip. So
Yeah, it all worked out.
Yeah, and he gets breakfast.
Yeah.
That's his tip.
He's like, well, $100 worth of breakfast or $40. I'll take the hundo.
I'm so confused.
Is there another like? Well, I don't want to say because I don't want to give out your address, but
No, please don't.
yeah,
But what do you want?
the spelling. I'm wondering if there
No.
was another place with the proper.
No, he went through the gate.
No, but I mean in this community,
No.
if there's okay.
I'm the only one with that stupid street name.
That's what I figured, but I didn't know if there was a Yeah,
I want to tell you, I had to pick my daughter up at one of her friends' houses last weekend, and the address was Billowy Blunt Drive or something. Maybe it wasn't Blunt. I gotta see what it is.
I like billowy blunts.
It was like Billowy Point Drive, and I thought this is the dumbest name I ever heard. Like if I had to say that to people on the phone, like they don't make any of these addresses so that it's easy to, imagine you're on the phone trying to give it to somebody.
You know how they have different neighborhood names?
Yeah.
Where it's like the little community, whatever. I grew up in Burning Tree.
Nice. Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, I grew up
like
in Fox
that.
Run.
Yeah.
My family lived in Great Kills.
Yeah.
Great Kills.
Yeah. We had a lot of Fox stuff in Illinois. Where I grew up, St. Charles, was that we had the Fox River, we had Fox Chase, we had Fox Run. I lived on La Fox Road.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
never saw a fox once.
I saw a lot of Fox. There was a lot of
Yeah.
Fox there.
Fresh Kills was another city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's another Fresh Kills and Great Kills. The way we used to say it was like you say Long Island, you say Long Island, all one word. Like Great Kills was
Long
Great Kills.
Island.
Great Kills. GRAYKELLS. Great Kills. You know what I mean? But it's Great Kills and Fresh Kills.
Yeah.
And the Fresh Kills was where the dump was, where you'd bury all your fresh kills.
Yeah.
This was Billowy Jaunt Drive.
Billowy
Imagine
Jaunt.
that's your address.
I remember as a kid seeing a travel agency that was Kilroy Travel Agency, and I go,
no.
guess who's not booking his flight there? Roy's not going anywhere near there.
Kilroy.
Yeah,
Not
happening.
I don't really understand, but I'm very disappointed now about our morning.
no breakfast. Now we're just all like Carmen.
Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Mike, good morning.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. Just a quick question. I run a trucking company north of Pittsburgh, and I also have a location down in Venice. I'm looking to see, I've got an extra truck, semi, and we're looking to donate it. I didn't know if that was something you could take to the Calta Foundation. I was just looking to get a contact.
What do you mean, an actual semi truck?
Yeah, I got a Volvo semi truck. We actually went to all leased vehicles. And rather than sell it, if it's something we could donate to the foundation,
Oh yeah, we would
I
use
thought
that.
maybe Steve Hurley, I thought maybe Steve Hurley might be able to find us a buyer, and I'd be happy if I had a value of $14,000 on it. It does need a head. The truck runs and drives. But could be put back on the road. It's about a $4,000 part, but could be put back on the road and probably run 500,000 miles or better. So
Hold on one second, sir. Galvin, what's a head?
I had like a head gasket.
Oh.
Yeah, if you blow it.
Well, I don't really know. I don't really know what I couldn't even begin to deal with that or know what to do with it. But that's very
Yeah,
generous.
but you have guys that could handle that for you.
I could put a head on it?
Yeah, that would be. But also, I'm saying it would be a $14,000 donation to your
Right.
charity. You know, Pete or like you said, Steve would be able to figure out who could be a buyer for you, and it would just you'd be basically the middleman. You're not, taking possession of it, but you're setting this guy up, and they sell it, and then the money goes to your foundation.
Sure. Here's the deal, Galvin. That someone could make, if a driver was out there looking for an extra truck for less than $20,000, he would have a truck he could put on the road and go to work.
Yeah.
For less than the price of a pickup truck. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So
That's pretty.
we're just like, yeah, we'll take the tax donation and write off on it. If I can get some info, at least get an email with you, maybe check with Steve and a couple guys that might be interested.
All right, let me get you on hold and let Carmen give you the get your information, and we'll handle it after the show.
Sounds good. Great job on the show, guys. I listen to you all over the country.
Thank you. But yeah, you
Thanks,
drive every day. What do you listen on the app?
I listen on the app. I run Pittsburgh. I got a campground north of Pittsburgh, so if Galvin ever wants to come up and check a Steelers game out, let me know. We got cabins and stuff up there.
Nice.
That's
But yeah,
awesome.
I listen to you guys all over the country. So
Thank you, brother. It's very nice of you to think of us. I appreciate it.
I want to throw this out there. A random listener that has my phone number texted me and let me know that the food might be at the gate. He might have just dropped it off at the gate.
The gate will not accept deliveries.
How do we know?
No, I know the gate. The gate will not accept deliveries.
Oh, sorry. I'll
Trust
shut
me,
up
one
then.
day I was like, my brother's coming here. Can you just hand this to him when he gets to the gate? They're like, no, we don't do that.
Yeah. So tell your friend he's an idiot.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Who
Who
was
was
that?
I have no idea. It's a random number.
Just
Trench
told
coat.
you might be at the gate.
Yeah.
right.
He said they might have just dropped it off at the gate. I said, all right.
Yeah, he could
that
have thrown
seems
it
like-
out the window too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else could he have done with
all
it?
right.
Yeah.
Everybody calm down.
Thanks for reminding us, man.
He could have murdered a little girl and buried him. Like, I mean, we can all guess stuff.
I'm just trying to be helpful, man.
Here's the one thing that I'm thinking about is that this show is very popular. listen to. I would imagine most delivery drivers are listening to it in the morning.
You would think.
Chris, are you listening to this?
Yeah.
If you're Chris and you deliver for Uber Eats and you drove and dropped off, or you went to Side Splitters this morning and were dealing with that in First Watch, I'm talking about you. Call into the show and let me know what's going on. I mean, what could have happened? I'm more interested in the mystery of this whole thing than the actual fact that the food never got in.
He's just on the golf course right now, just enjoying some quinoa.
Yeah.
I mean, but he doesn't benefit out of that.
He got free food.
Yeah, big deal.
I mean, big deal. It's a big deal. If
Listen,
you're
he's
hungry.
working for money.
He's eating
You know
100.
what I mean?
I come in here and I see the stuff. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get this food delivered.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk it to the door. You know what I'm saying?
He's got $160 worth of food in this car.
Yeah, that's a lot of. You could feed a whole family.
And I tipped him 20% on the top. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now he got all the way through the gate. We don't know what happened to him after that, and now he loses that tip and the potential new tip that he was getting.
That's the weird thing is that he got through the gate because
Yeah.
if you would have talked to him and then afterwards he goes, I'm not taking this, and then just left from Side Splitter and ate the food and was on his way, he got a 20% tip, didn't have to go out of his way or do anything, but he came all the way here and got through the gate. So that doesn't make any sense.
So a couple of Sundays ago, I got
still
up.
blame Joe.
What?
Yeah. A couple of Sundays ago, I got up and I went to Einstein Bagels. They opened up a new one not too far from my house. And I went in there and it was weird. Everybody else decided to go to Einstein Brothers on a Sunday morning to get bagels.
Yeah, they're good, man.
Yeah, they're great, but I of course, you can order ahead and just walk in there and pick it up, but I had to go in there and wait in line. So anyway, while I'm online, I'm watching the activities. And there's a lot of people coming in and getting their orders that are ordered online, and a lot of people from Uber Eats that are coming in and picking up the food and DoorDash, you know. And no one is policing that whatsoever. If I was homeless, I would just walk in, grab
Yep.
somebody's food, and walk out.
Yeah.
Just do it once at one place.
A lot of places are like that too. Chipotle's like that, where they just have a like a rack,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
they put it there, and it's not somebody going, "Oh, you're Charlie. Here's your order."
Yeah.
You just walk in and grab stuff.
Mike Calta Show, good morning. Hello.
Hey, Junior. Hey, it's Junior.
Who?
JR.
What's up, JR?
Hey, I wanted to tell you that what you should do is call that number you're texting for that delivery driver, because I do deliveries too, and put him on the spot.
Yeah, but if you do drivers, you'll know delivery drivers too. They don't give you the phone number. They just connect you through the app.
Yeah, but the app has a text, and that you can actually call that text,
Yeah,
and they call the driver.
but the problem is that I appreciate it. I, of course, would have done that if I could, but the guy marked it at delivered at 8:08 this morning, and
So
once
you
you do,
yeah.
you're locked out of that communication with the driver.
That sucks. I lost my phone once in an Uber, and did I tell you this story?
I don't know.
I lost my phone in an Uber, and I fortunately had Find My iPhone on, and I tracked where he was, and I showed up at his place and was like, "Let me get my phone."
At his house?
Yeah, because he
Nice.
said he couldn't find my phone, and I was like, "I'm looking at my phone. It's in your car." And he's like, "No, it's not. I looked," and I was like, "Oh."
So
my
what
friend."
happened?
He gave me my phone.
He had it in
So
his house?
he had it
Yeah.
in his house, so he took it out of
Yeah.
his car.
Yeah.
Ah, son of a bitch.
So what did he go? All right, you got me.
Nah, he was like, "Oh yeah, sorry, I found it in there," and I was like, "Just let me get my phone back, man. Just let me get my phone back."
Wow.
Yeah, so much on that phone.
Mike Calta Show, hello.
Hey, good morning, guys. How are you?
Well, we would be better if we were eating food. How are you doing, sir?
I am fantastic. This is Tattoo Tony.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Oh.
Okay, so you guys were talking about Sebastian Bach, Pretty Men. I got to tell you a little story. So
Please tell me you blew
I went.
Sebastian Bach. No, go ahead.
Tall. I went to the bank yesterday. I'm house sitting / dog sitting for a woman that's got glioblastoma, whatever that is, some kind of brain cancer.
Right.
And I had to go to the bank down here in South St. Pete. And the teller was a very attractive person.
Good.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
Yep.
All right, so yeah, that person, the nails were very pretty, very nice. And then I swear to God, I wanted to say something attractive.
Like what?
Almost girl.
Like what? You would have been like, I'm attracted to you, yet I could tell
No,
you're a man.
it was a pretty person.
Yeah.
Except the hair on his chest, her chest.
Listen, was it a her or was it a him or was it a him being a
No,
her?
it was a dude.
Yeah, that you are finding yourself attracted to, except for the chest hair.
Hey, what can I say? Hey, people
Oh,
look
look,
pretty
I'm not
sometimes.
judging you. I'm saying.
was he transitioning, Or
I don't know. I mean, he worked at the Truist. I probably shouldn't say that. Truist Bank, whatever.
Well, too late now.
But, he carried himself very well, except for the hair on his chest. I don't figure it
tell
out.
him to
He had
shave
his
the
nails
hair and
done.
Right.
go back and take them out.
I see what you're saying, Tony.
Guys,
I saw him.
I'm telling you right now.
All right. Thank
I want
you.
to say something about that
You're
hair
in love, is what the problem is. Thank you. I saw a person one time in Publix with boobs. It was a guy, but with boobs and a tank top, but also with back hair. And I was like, "You're not trying enough.
Right,
I don't care that you're a woman, but you're just not giving it your all." Mike Calta Show. Good morning.
Morning, Mike. How are you?
Pretty good, sir. What's happening?
Good, buddy. Just a little Uber Eats story. I ordered it one morning. It was raining, and said it was going to be like 7 minutes or something like that. Got it, and we're talking about like $93. I had 4 kids. Took about it was about $93, $98 or something like that. So it was pretty expensive, especially I do like Galvin. I do the the best tip. I think it's you're a hero or something like that. So they put it as a priority. That's not too far, but it was pouring. I didn't feel like doing it. Saturday morning, and all of a sudden I see it stopped. And I know the area, and I'm like, why is this car stopped? Anyway, gave it a couple of minutes, 5-6 minutes, and start texting him, through the app, obviously, and he's not responding. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I'm trying to zoom in, and it's being as accurate as it could. And I was telling my wife, I was like, either he's disabled there, he's at the red light, there's someone at the red light, or he got into a crash.
Just not moving.
Not moving. He was at Hillsborough. I live in West Chase, so he's on Hillsborough Avenue, the Dunkin' Donuts right there at Hillsborough Avenue and Countryway Boulevard.
Okay.
But he was on Hillsborough. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? Finally, 20 minutes later, after I'm like, what's going on?
Get a ticket?
He says, got in crash.
Oh.
Got in crash, right? So I'm like, Jesus Christ. But he never communicated back, never told me nothing. So I called them. They obviously, refunded it. I went there myself, and I saw him. He ran the red light, especially looking at it. He was running the red light going like south on Countryway to go east on Hillsborough Avenue, and ran the red light and got blasted. I mean, T-bone.
You know whose fault? Whose fault that is?
Oh, of course, it's 100% his fault.
No, it's your fault.
Yeah,
because you gave him the hero tip.
Yeah.
You know what? It's funny. I did feel bad. I was thinking, I actually took a picture of him, and I'm like, look at this idiot. But I did feel bad. But I'm thinking, if he wasn't going to do it for me, he was going to do it for somebody else.
You should have went over there and be like, "Are you okay? Hey, what's that food you got in the back there?" Just take it out of his car.
Yeah,
funny.
but it's
Well, I'm at the point now where I'm hoping my guy got in an accident. But thank you. Hopefully that's the answer. Mike Calta Show. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Happy Easter, everybody. Love you guys.
Happy Easter.
I'm right up the road from you. I wish you would take my number, and whenever you want a delivery, I can pick up the food for you and deliver it to your house with no charge.
Listen, I can 100% back her on this.
What do you mean?
Thank you, my love.
Yes, you're
'Cause
welcome.
she knows me.
I do know her.
You've had this poor woman bring you food to your house?
I have not. She has.
I would.
She has offered many times before. She has my direct phone number. She is very sweet. She has offered to bring me soup when I was sick before.
What is your name?
Carol.
Carol.
Oh, I know Sweet Carol.
Let me ask you this, Carol.
Of course you know me. You all know me.
Would our food smell like cigarettes or cat urine?
Ooh, no.
Okay, good. All right.
What if we ordered from the cigarette and cat urine
Never
store?
know,
Well, too bad. I almost asked what other services Carol might be offering. You know what I'm saying? Well, Carol, I would never in a million years make you do that, but it's a very sweet gesture. Thank you.
I'm right up the road. All right, well, you think about it. Coleman's got my number.
Thank you, Punkin. I appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Carol.
Yeah, very
Can you imagine
sweet,
me?
very nice.
I know, but can you imagine me like, yo, Carol, go get me some bagels? I'd never do that. I'd feel terrible. She's so nice.
Carol,
Yes.
hurry up.
100%. But she's done it. She's texted me before. She's like, I'm in St. I'll be here like, I'm hungry. She'll hear me say that on air, and she'll text me. She's like, I'm in St. Pete. I can bring you breakfast.
Oh, she's
Whatever
wonderful.
you
That's a
want.
wonderful gesture. I don't. I
So
don't think that I
sweet,
could
yeah.
ever do that, but it's a wonderful gesture. Mike Calta Show. Good morning. Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, it's Jukebox Johnny. How you?
What's up, buddy?
Not much. How you been?
Great. Just doing this
Yeah?
thing.
Good. Get ready for the Rays game, opening season.
This is the last of the Rays fans.
He is
Big
definite
John.
Rays fan for sure. Yeah.
Hates the Yankees.
Yeah, it's going to be a full ballpark today. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
the one
enjoy
day.
it. Yeah.
Next week, maybe not so much, but
Right.
today it'll be full.
Wait till you guys are playing the Rangers on a Tuesday night and there's 52 people there. I just don't love baseball like I used to. So I hope the Rays do great. I really do. I'm not against them by any means. I just don't really have any relationship with them.
I get you. Well, good catching up and stay in touch, yeah?
Enjoy the game, buddy. Good talking to you.
All right.
All right, we got to take a break. I'm putting it off as much as I can.
Third.
First.
Second. I don't know what we're yelling at.
I'll go fourth.
Just scream second. He had no idea what he was saying. We have 6 and 9 up. It's where Galvin takes 6 headlines, sends it to us, and we all have to write 6 headline jokes for it. We suffer through it. We try not to do it. And being that today is our last day of the week for Easter, we're doing 6 and 9. That's happening next. Ladies and gentlemen, you didn't want it, but you're getting it anyway. It's time for 6 and 9.
Extra, read all about it.
We don't make the news. We just make jokes about the news. It's the 6 at 9.
I am going first.
I'm second.
I'm third.
I'm fourth.
I'm last, I guess.
Doesn't matter. So what happens, it'll go to you, and then you'll do it again and go back the other way.
All right.
These are the headlines that Galvin sent us for the week.
Don't try and blame me.
No, you send us the headlines. We had to write the awesome material that goes with it. Headline number 1. The online gambling site BetUS is hiring a wiener connoisseur to travel around to different major league ballparks and measure their hot dogs. The online porn site Pornhub is looking for a similar person to be what they call a meat measurer. And that's how it goes. Nobody laughs.
The online gambling site BetUS is hiring a wiener connoisseur to travel around to different major league ballparks and measure their hot dogs. None of the men who interviewed for the position were hired because when asked to measure a hot dog, they all just said it's average.
Oh, that's I like that. That's way better than mine.
The online gambling site BetUS is hiring a wiener connoisseur to travel around to different major league ballparks and measure their hot dogs. I think the athletes that just call people that touch their wieners slump busters.
The online gambling site BetUS is hiring a wiener connoisseur to travel around to different major league ballparks and measure their hot dogs. I relish whoever gets that job. That's how it's done.
Don't follow that. The online gambling site BetUS is hiring a wiener connoisseur to travel around to different major league ballparks and measure their hot dogs. The site states they will use throat depth as a unit of measurement. The job posting reads, "Throat goat wanted. What that mouth do?" Not bad.
What that mouth do makes me laugh.
Okay.
McDonald's is adding Krispy Kreme donuts to its menus nationwide. The same company who makes ice cream machines will build the donut machine, so I'm sure nothing could go wrong.
That's good.
McDonald's is adding Krispy Kreme donuts to its menu nationwide. The new menu, McObeast, will be out next Friday.
McObeast.
McDonald's is adding Krispy Kreme donuts to its menu nationwide. This is actually in the Guinness Book of World Records because the deal was made by the world's fattest man. Not that I even emphasized it. And stuff.
I'm sorry. I'm so nervous about doing mine.
Well, I won't pay attention to yours.
All right.
McDonald's is adding Krispy Kreme donuts to its menu nationwide. Its new slogan: whether it's heart disease or diabetes, we're McDonald's and we're determined to kill you. Star Wars brand Blue Milk is hitting stores on April 17th as part of Lucasfilm's celebration of Star Wars Day on May the 4th. Its secret ingredient, Smurf semen.
Oh, God.
That's just fun to say together, Smurf semen.
Star Wars brand Blue Milk is hitting stores on April 17th as part of Lucasfilm's celebration of Star Wars Day on May the 4th. Wow, that really blew up.
Blue.
Is it me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Star Wars brand Blue Milk is hitting stores on April 17th as part of Lucasfilm's celebration of Star Wars Day on May the 4th. That sounds great until you watch the porn parody Star Whores and you find out where that blue milk comes from.
Jesus.
Gross. Star Wars brand Blue Milk is hitting stores on April 17th as part of Lucasfilm's celebration of Star Wars Day on May the 4th. Unfortunately, drinking blue milk gives you blue waffles. Don't Google that.
Don't Google Google blue waffles.
Star Wars brand Blue Milk is hitting stores on April 17th as part of Lucasfilm's celebration of Star Wars Day on May the 4th. They will be sold in Jar Jars.
You're good.
All right.
Hey, I gotta be honest with you, blue waffles made me hungry.
I'm sorry.
Nope. Rebel Wilson has revealed that Sacha Baron Cohen is the, quote, massive a-hole who's been trying to stop her from writing about him in her book. Rebel is also quoted saying, "Why can't this a-hole fall in line like those pussies in Chapter 2?
Rebel Wilson has revealed that Sacha Baron Cohen is the, quote, massive a-hole who has been trying to stop her from writing about him in her book. I bet he did the ditty. Yeah.
I was yawning and it didn't even break me on.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Rebel Wilson has revealed that Sacha Baron Cohen is the, quote, massive a-hole who's been trying to stop her from writing about him in her book. And if there's anyone that knows about massive a-holes, it's Fat Amy.
Damn it.
That was good.
She was
Rebel Wilson has revealed that Sacha Baron Cohen is the, quote, massive a-hole who's been trying to stop her from writing about him in her book. Sasha was quoted as saying, "That's nice. How much?"
Excellent.
Oh, you did the thing.
Excellent. Rebel Wilson has revealed that Sacha Baron Cohen is a, quote, massive a-hole who's been trying to stop her from writing a book about him in her book. She also didn't want to put her finger in his butt. She doesn't sound like much of a rebel to me. Thank you. Okay. Costco is cracking down to make sure only members are able to eat at its food courts. Like Pornhub and BetUS, they will hire a wiener expert called the Detective to keep an eye on things.
All right, yeah. Costco is cracking down to make sure only members are able to eat at its food courts. They never said you couldn't house those free samples. No.
Facts.
Yep.
Costco is cracking down to make sure only members are able to eat at its food courts. Sorry, folks, diabetes and heart disease is only for our members.
Costco is cracking down to make sure only members are able to eat at its food courts. No more only member dates, you cheap asses.
Costco is cracking down to make sure only members are able to eat at its food courts. Also, the bathroom signs now read "whites only."
Oh, wow.
Little racial joke there. You're welcome.
I'm out.
I mean, I love Costco.
A dog in Jacksonville, Florida, dug up an unexploded military bomb. Now we know who to blame for Jacksonville still existing. Thank the troops.
A dog in Jacksonville, Florida, dug up an unexploded military bomb. Woof.
What was that?
I like that. I like
That's
that.
what we're supposed to be.
Like, woof. Yeah.
You said woof instead.
I like it.
Thank you, Disney.
She messed up her own joke.
Nope.
A dog in Jacksonville, Florida, dug up an unexploded military bomb. It was recorded as the biggest bomb to date until Spanish's last joke.
He's talking about you right there.
A dog in Jacksonville, Florida, dug up an unexploded military bomb. That dog just became the smartest thing in Jacksonville.
And finally, a dog in Jacksonville, Florida, dug up an unexploded military bomb. It was the Pauly Shore movie, In the Army Now. Thank you, Disney.
That was a good movie.
All right. And that is 6 and 9.
Yeah, we did it again.
Thank
we got
God it's
through
over.
quick, though. We got through quick.
Yeah.
All right. There you go. 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025. I can't tell you how tempted I am to call Carol and be like, well, I mean, what's up? What do you got? What's the restaurants
Got
near
some
you?
sausages?
I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. We just pissed that whole thing away. I'm more interested in what happened now. Now I want to know the truth. I want to know the answer.
Yeah.
Where did it go?
I think we know.
Where?
His mouth.
Yeah. It's fine, but I mean, why did he passed up
why would he drive it over
$45
here?
in tips
Yeah, I don't know.
and got really close?
And on top of that, he was like, that's so far out of my way. And he ended up driving there, getting in the gate, and then just disappearing.
Yeah.
Telling you it's at the gate.
Why are you driving all that way?
If it was at the gate, they would call me and say, "Hey, we gave you
He
food
didn't
here."
send a picture, right, of the delivery. So that is the weirdest part because they're supposed to send a photo of the food at the door.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He did not.
Yeah.
And I did not give him the PIN number either.
Well, we checked by the back door. There's nothing there either.
I checked all the neighbors' doors, their windows.
Guarantee
their
you, I'm
pool
gonna find it when I
lock.
go out. I ordered like an average Uber Eats order is like $120, you know, whenever we get like dinner or whatever. And one night nobody was here Mando was at a dance with Juliana. Joey was out, so I ordered a lobster from this lobster place, and dude, it was like $175. I'm like, by myself, and it said delivered, and I'm like, I'm out here. It's not out here. I can't find it. Then thank God they had the picture because I just had to match the tile to one of my neighbor's house. They just brought it to the wrong house.
Was it close?
Yeah, it was just one door over.
Okay.
But I mean, our mailbox is in between the two houses. I can kind of get why you'd maybe make a stupid mistake, but whatever.
Did you check?
I did.
Earnestly?
No, not earnestly. Casually. Of course, I checked earnestly.
All right.
Which one did you go to, Joe?
Both of them on either side. And I checked two doors down this way and one door down this way.
You circle
Do
the whole
you
block.
think it's possible that you did something wrong?
100%. But I can't figure out what that is. That's
Yeah,
why
I don't
I'm
know.
more curious.
I don't know.
than anything.
Steve.
Oh, Steve, what a jerk. All right, we got to take a break. We got a lot of things to give away. We'll play a game and give away something next when we come back. It's Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone.
Hey, it's Carmen. And this is I Might Be Wrong. I might be wrong. I might be wrong, but the Gulf War was, I want to say it was a war in the Gulf of Mexico. That's the water between Florida and Texas and Florida and Mexico and stuff like that. And I want to say it was a war on who had the rights to use that as, like, what do you call it? When you leave on a cruise, like the port, to use it for like the port, because like when we would go on the cruise, we leave from the port of Tampa, but that's in the Gulf of Mexico, and then we go to Mexico. So I want to, yeah, it was a war on that, but I might be wrong.
Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you a game we have not played in some time. It's called Who Knows Less.
And now, it's time for that great new game show.
Who Knows Less? Yeah, baby. This is Who Knows Less, Carmen or Dizzy. Are you familiar with this game, Dizzy?
Not entirely.
I'll explain it to you. I'm going to ask you a question. We're going to find out who knows less.
Okay.
But in order to do this, you're going to have to leave the room so that you don't hear Carmen's answer. So if you'll go out there and Spanish will get you when it's time for you to come back, that means Carmen will go first. And Carmen, we have not done this in a long time. You're a lot smarter now.
I doubt it.
So
You're a college graduate.
Galvin, you're going to take notes?
Yep. Take notes, and I got the clock. 60 seconds.
Perfect. Carmen, 1 minute on the clock. I'm going to give you the topic, and then you go on for 60 seconds, ramble the most that you can, and explain to us everything you know about Easter. Here we go.
Easter is a religious holiday that we celebrate. Am I supposed to? Okay, I don't know. Sorry. Easter is a religious holiday that we celebrate. It happens on a Sunday, and it's a different Sunday every year. And the holiday is when Jesus died, and he was resurrected, I'm pretty sure. And Easter, we also hide eggs for children. That's how we celebrate it, which I don't understand the meaning of that. And we use the representation of a bunny for Easter. Easter. I don't know what the time is. I don't know where
We'll
I'm
let
at.
you know when your minute's up.
Okay. Well,
Done.
And your minute's up. There you go.
Thank you.
All right. Do we want to go over hers first or wait till Dizzy comes in?
Yeah,
All right, let's
Dizzy
bring
come
Dizzy
in,
back
then
in. We're going to do the same thing now. We'll put a minute on the clock and we'll get Dizzy to do it. We're going to do 3 different topics on this. Each one will win a prize here.
Okay.
All right. Dizzy, how you doing, buddy? Were you able to hear anything?
What do you mean?
All right, perfect. You got 1 minute on the clock.
All right.
I'm going to give you a topic. Keep talking. You got the whole minute to tell me everything that you know about Easter. Go.
Okay, well, there was this one guy, the Son of God, Jesus Christ, and he rose one day, and we celebrate that by giving little kids eggs. And, I keep just going on.
You got a full minute.
He was dead, and after a while, he rose on Good Friday, I believe, and that's why it's like, oh yeah, it's pretty cool. It's Friday. It's a Good Friday because he rose on this Friday, the first Friday of after the certain time of whatever that date is, because I don't know what it is. I just know that we celebrate that. He rises. We celebrate Easter because of the Son of God who rose from the dead after we put him in the tomb and thought, that's the end of his chapter. No, it wasn't. He rose, the tomb was open, and we celebrate that every Easter Sunday when he showed everyone he was awake. Is that a minute? That's a long
And that is a minute.
I feel like I was totally off.
You were. Yeah. But we'll go over it and we'll see who knows less. Galvin, how did Carmen do?
So Carmen said it is a religious holiday that we celebrate.
True.
Then she reiterated it's a religious holiday that we celebrate.
Okay.
It happens on Sunday. It's a different Sunday each year. Jesus died, then he was resurrected. Pretty much. I'm not sure about that. Then she said we hide eggs for children. She doesn't know the meaning behind that. And then there is a bunny, and that's Easter.
Okay. Believe it or not, I think she knew more than Dizzy knew.
Dizzy said one guy, the Son of God, Jesus Christ, he rose.
Yep.
We give kids eggs.
Yep.
Jesus was dead. Then he rose on Good Friday. And then he went on to tell us when that Good Friday is.
Mm-hmm.
It's the first Friday after, I'm not really sure. He rises. We celebrate Easter. We put him in a tomb, and then he rose. And then we celebrate.
Good Friday is when Jesus died. Then they put him in the tomb.
3 days later.
Right, I know, I didn't name it. And then 3 days later, he rose from the dead on Easter Sunday.
Okay.
So if we celebrate Good Friday when Jesus rose, what's Easter Sunday?
When he died on Easter Friday, Good Friday, he rose on the Sunday.
Yeah, you had that all wrong.
Okay, yeah. And I went to Catholic school for a
You
year.
did?
Just for a year.
Good job.
He's not
is-
brainwashed like
that
we
is
are.
Point Carmen on this one.
Yeah.
Dizzy, you normally we would have you go and Carmen leave the room, but she can't leave the room, so you're gonna have to leave again, and she'll go first for the next topic. All right. So Carmen, this is a little bit lighter. It's not religious, but man, I don't know what you're gonna know. You ready?
Yep.
You have 1 minute on the clock.
Hold on.
1 full minute, 60 seconds on the clock. Tell us everything you know about AC/DC. Go.
AC/DC is a rock band.
Yeah.
And they play music. And they have a singer, a guitarist, a bassist, and a drummer. They travel the world. They came out in the 70s. They have a lightning in their logo separating AC and DC. It is made up. I cannot think of who's in this band right now. I am stalling so hard trying to remember. Don't interrupt.
Sorry.
Now I get more time on the clock. Thank you.
Reclaim your time.
As of time. AC/DC. They have long hair. The guy wore flare pants. He put a sweater, or not a sweater. He put a scarf on his microphone. Mick Jagger is not the singer of AC/DC.
I forgot she can see me.
I cannot think of who these
Time's
people
up.
are.
Oh man.
I can't think of those old men.
Yeah, well, there's so much to say about AC/DC that you didn't even touch. All right, please get Dizzy back in here. And then we got to recap when he comes back.
Yeah, when he comes back. By the way, I forgot that Carmen can see me, and she was saying things, and I was just shaking my head. Like, no.
Oh, I was not looking at that.
Yeah.
You don't need Catholic school for this one. Yeah. Get on the thing. You got 60 seconds on the clock. We're playing Who Knows Less between Carmen and Dizzy. Dizzy, the clock ready?
Yes.
1 minute on the clock. Tell us everything you know about AC/DC. Go.
Oh, Jesus.
AC/DC. It's a rock band.
Mm-hmm.
They are from Down Under, and they're you might not know this. Their lead singer, Robert Plant, lead singer of AC/DC. Beavis and Butthead, real big fans. One of them wears it on the shirt. They had an album, a lot of albums. Back to Black. Big album by them. A lot of great songs. I don't know a lot of them. Look at me, obviously. They're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. There's four members, and they're all white. And there were other members that switched in between, but there's only 2 remaining members. Nope, that's a different band. There's one. They're all alive. They're all alive.
All right.
And yeah,
time.
I think the only thing you got right is that they're all white. All right, Galvin, let me know when you're ready, and we'll find out first what Carmen knew about AC/DC.
All right, so Carmen came out strong by yelling AC/DC. Then she said they're a rock band that does music. They have a singer, a bass player, a guitar player, and a drummer.
All true.
They travel all around. They started in the 70s. They have a lightning in their logo, is what she said.
That is what you said.
Yeah, and they do.
A lightning.
She said, I don't know who is in there. And then she reiterated, AC/DC. They have long hair. I don't know what that says there. The one guy wore flared pants.
Yeah, what is that?
And I think she was thinking of Steven Tyler. And he had a scarf around his microphone. And then she yelled, Mick Jagger. And then I can't remember who is in AC/DC.
So it's not Mick Jagger and it's not Steven Tyler.
No.
Robert Plant.
No. We'll get to you, my fine little friend. So Dizzy started out much like Carmen by yelling AC/DC. He said they're a rock band, so far we're dead heat. They both yelled AC/DC, both said they're a rock band. He said they're from down under. Which is correct.
Yeah. Well, not really.
Yeah. Sure it is.
It's a fact.
Yeah.
They're all from Australia?
They formed in Australia. They're from Australia. They're English, but Australian.
I thought only Brian Johnson.
No.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
You got that one.
He said their lead singer is Robert Plant. much like Carmen saying Mick Jagger, that's also wrong. He said that they... Beavis and Butthead, we're big fans of them. They had it on the shirt, which is true.
Fact?
They had a lot of albums, he said.
That's true.
It's also true.
True, yeah.
He said one of their biggest ones was Back to Black.
That's Amy Winehouse.
Not right.
He Back said that was
Black. Big album for him. Said they're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's true.
Yeah.
4 members. Not true. All white. True.
Yeah.
He said some were there and then they left and then they came back. He said, no, there's 2 alive. And he goes, nope, that's not right. That's a different band. They're all alive.
Yeah, you were close, though. Yeah, the lead singer died. And then the drummer left and then came back and the bass player left. And you were on the right track.
And the rhythm guitar, Malcolm's dad.
You said only Robert Plant is dead.
No, Robert
Plant is not in the band.
Robert Plant is alive and he's in Led Zeppelin.
I think Dizzy knew more on that one.
I think Dizzy gets it because he had the Australia thing. He said that they're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He knew the tie-in with Beavis and Butthead. He actually knew that one of them wore a shirt, but one of the other guys wore the shirt.
Right? All right, so that's a dead heat right now. We 1-1. You ready for the tiebreaker?
Getting the hang of this.
All right. You got one more, and this one's going to be should be a little easier for you.
All right, well, Dizzy's got to leave.
Dizzy's on his way out.
All right.
We got 1 minute on the clock for Carmen. This is our final round of Who Knows Less. Let me know when you're ready, Galvin.
And let me get the clock. And
I have an idea, too, for when this game is over.
We are ready to go.
Carmen, 1 minute of the clock. Tell me everything you know about vice presidents. Go.
Vice presidents are the second in command after our number 1 UNO president. Our vice president right now is, I can never pronounce her name correctly, but it Kamala Harris. Mike Pence was Trump's vice president, who was the last vice president before Kamala Harris. And basically, if the president dies or something along those matters, then they would be they would step in and be the president. They're basically just a figurehead. They don't really do much. And I do not like our vice president right now. And now I'm just killing time because a minute is very long to talk about a subject.
All right. Well, there you go. All right. Let's get Dizzy back. We'll get Dizzy in here. Do you think Dizzy will know more?
Yes, he had to take the test. to become an American
that's right, to be
citizen.
a citizen.
He may have a leg up.
All right. Dizzy, we just discovered you may have a leg up on this one.
Yeah.
You may, I'll tell you why afterwards. Let me know when you're ready, Galvin.
Ready?
1 minute on the clock. A third and final round of Who Knows Less. Dizzy, tell us everything you know about vice presidents. Go.
About the vice president?
Vice presidents in general.
Oh, okay. The vice president is chosen as a running mate by the president before they start their whole campaign run. They are next in charge to take over as president when the president cannot do their duties anymore. The current vice president is Kamala Harris, and she's a Democrat. And she used to be a senator. The vice president doesn't do much besides kind of, press stuff and stuff like that. They are kind of useless in a sense for the most part. They're kind of just a face and kind of just to get the votes up for the president. Like, hey, look who I got with me. Vote for me. That's usually how it goes. And the vice president is also gets Secret Service.
All right.
I don't know if that's true.
All right. Now, Galvin will compare the notes, and we'll find out which one Dizzy or Carmen knew less. Who knows less in the tie-breaking round? Carmen won on Easter Sunday, and Dizzy won on AC/DC. Now we'll find out who won on vice president.
All right, big tiebreaker for vice presidents. Carmen said the vice president is the second in command to the number one numero uno. And she said our current vice president, I can never get her name right. And she said Kamala Harris. It's actually Kamala Harris. But then she went on to say that Pence was Trump's vice president. If the president dies, then they step in. They become president. They don't do much. They're a figurehead. She does not like our current vice president. And then she was just stalling.
Yeah.
And then the time ran
She
out.
literally was stalling.
Yeah.
Now, Dizzy, what did Dizzy have to say?
Dizzy said the vice president is chosen to be the running mate by the president. They're next in line. He said Kamala Harris. He got her name right. He said she is a Democrat? ? And that she was a senator. They don't do much, he said. They do a lot of press stuff. When he said that, I thought he meant they press stuff, like they were just pressing
a button.
But yes, press stuff. He said kind of useless, just a face. They get the votes up, and they do get Secret Service, is what he said.
I mean, I think it was simple there. Dizzy wins that one for sure. Am I right? You agree?
I mean, he got the name right.
He knew the process. Secret Service.
Secret Service. Mm-hmm. Is she a Democrat?
She's a Democrat.
Got her name right?
Yep.
I just sound like a winner right now.
Your confidence is great.
Yeah.
I think Dizzy gets it right.
She is a Democrat, yeah, even though you said Democrat. But she is a Democrat. I got to be honest with you. I don't even know. Was she a senator? I know she was an attorney.
She was a senator.
Yeah, she was a
senator. Was she a senator?
Yeah, she was I should have said lawyer too.
Yep, U.S. Senator from California. That's right. Okay. Yeah, okay. So then, Dizzy wins that one.
Excellent job. Dizzy, you won. Who knows less? Pick a line.
Line 17.
All right. Good morning. Who is this?
This is Adam.
Adam, you're the winner of Who Knows Less. Please hold on. Carmen, you pick a runner-up line, please.
Line 2.
Line 2 from St. Petersburg. Good morning. Who's this?
James.
Hi, James. You're also a winner. Please hold on. Question. I think this is a relatively easy game. If you could pick one subject, maybe Galvin and I could play Who Knows Less against each other.
Mm-hmm.
Can you pick one?
Me?
Yeah. Well, don't say it
like
now.
A tough subject?
No,
or
like I just did. No,
anything?
I just random. I did Easter, AC/DC, and vice presidents.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Galvin, you leave the room. All right. You're gonna have to get 1 minute on the clock.
Somebody's gonna have to take notes.
All right.
It's a lot. Right fast.
You got a timer? Dizzy, by any chance?
Oh, no, sorry. I was getting ready to. I do have a timer if you need.
All right.
Yeah, and I'll take notes.
Oh, you
I know.
notes. Okay,
I know.
yeah.
I'm just throwing this on you, but when Galvin and I have never played this, and it seems very easy to me. But I think maybe when you're under the gun and there's 1 minute, everybody's staring at you in a competition, maybe it would be harder to do.
I say we do. If you did vice presidents last, let's do presidents now.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Go.
All right. So the president is the leader of the free world. He's an elected official of the United States. Our first president was George Washington. Our current president is Joe Biden. The president is elected every 4 years. He can only run 2 terms. He must be at least 35 years old and must be born in the United States in order to become president. The president stands as somebody who is the leader of the third branch of our government, which is the executive branch, and he helps to do everything, including passing laws. He does pick the vice president during the election time, and if he is ever assassinated or died or unable to carry his duties, the vice president will take over. The other notable presidents that people go to are Abraham Lincoln and what did I say? George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, of course, Donald Trump, and Ronald Reagan. There are several presidents' heads on the Mount Rushmore.
Time.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Just you wonder what more should I keep saying. All right.
It seems like a really long time,
right? Galvin, come back. Let's see if we can get Galvin back in the room. The hard part is wondering how much longer do I have to go?
Yeah.
All right, Galvin. Me versus you in a round of who knows less. Let's have one.
I know about
You're gonna crush me.
What do I got?
All right.
Presidents.
Here we go. Presidents. 1 minute on the clock and go.
President George Washington was our first one. They live in the White House. They wanted him to be king, but he said he wanted to be president. Let's see, Reagan, Carter, Bush, 2 Bushes, Clinton. They are the commander-in-chief. They have Secret Service. The wife is called the First Lady. They have a vice president. They live in Washington. Abraham Lincoln was the president. They are in charge of the military. What else can we do? They have to campaign. They're elected every 4 years. They can only serve 8 years consecutively. Our president, who is President Trump, he is running for president again after he was president and then lost, and now he's running again. Grover Cleveland did that. He won 2 different terms. Some of the presidents are on Mount Rushmore. What else do we have? The president of the United States, they call him POTUS. That's his nickname from the Secret Service. Barack Obama was a president. All right, there you go.
You panic after a while. You're like, what more can I say? How much time do I have left?
I said president a lot, though. I can tell you that.
This is going to be a tough one, but you guys will have to decide who knows less.
All right. What did Mike have?
So for Mike, he has president is the leader of the free world. George Washington was the first president. Biden is our current president. He can only serve 2 terms, must be 35, leads the executive branch, passes laws, and picks his own VP. VP takes over after his death or assassination. Other notable presidents: Lincoln, Reagan, Trump. Mount Rushmore has 4 presidents.
That's not true.
I didn't say it had 4 at all. I said some of the presidents are
all right. Well, I'm trying to write fast. So I'm sorry.
You took the clue, added a number to it, made my right clue wrong.
All right. Well,
you also left out some significant details.
Like
I also the president had to be 35 years old. And
You said that.
I said that.
And must be born in the United States. That's the part you left out.
All right. Well, you guys are talking very fast.
I'm not mad at you. I'm trying to help.
Incredibly fast.
All right,
learn
it's
how
okay.
to write shorthand.
Just trying to help you out a little bit. Galvin, what did Galvin have to say about presidents?
President Washington was first. He lives in the White House. 2 Bushes. Commander-in-chief. He has a first lady. He has a vice president. Lincoln was a notable president. He's in charge of the military. He campaigns every 4 years, but he can only serve 8 years. Trump is running again. Grover Cleveland was the first one to do that. Mount Rushmore. Secret Service calls them POTUS. Obama.
Okay. Well, we got to know. We got to know. You got to vote on who.
What do you guys? I vote Galvin.